Hello. Welcome back, everybody. How are you? This is LABRISH Live, where we talk about our favorite reality TV shows from a Black perspective. And at the moment, we are talking about Love is Blind Season 8. Yes, I got that right. Last time I said a whole heap of nonsense. For those that don't know, I'm all things Sugar and Shay Sade. Hey, and I'm here with...
I am Nana, aka the Black Fairy, aka Dark and Lovely.
Yes. And guys, as you come in, make sure you book that like button. You might as well do it now. Nana, what else do people need to do, please?
Guys, you need to sign up to our YouTube membership. I have put the link in the chat already. We have 2 tiers, $1.99 to support us and $4.99 to be a part of the family. You get access to our WhatsApp group. You get early access to our interviews as well. We just chat. You get membership lives. It's fun. So please sign up. I see you guys are trickling in slowly. You are signing up, but can we have like a bumper one today, please? Like, you know,
I'm telling that would be amazing. That would make my day. Honestly, it will make my day. And I've been suffering, so I need someone to make my day. Seriously. Remember last week, I had to go to the hospital with because of my eye issues.
Yes.
Yeah. So I've been taking the drops. So yesterday was the last day where I was taking the drops on the hour, every hour.
Oh, serious?
Yeah. Imagine. So
was you wearing your glasses and stuff?
Yeah. But for this, I was just like, I'm not doing that. Now, if you watch my vlog, you will see me with my glasses. Absolutely not. It took me back to, and I probably need to say this on the vlog as well.
You have worn glasses on an episode.
I wear these, yeah. These are my blue lights, yeah, which are cool. These are really nice.
They're not prescriptions.
No, absolutely no. I hate them so much. They're not even near me. I hate them. I hate them with a passion. It just reminds me of all the name calling. I was thinking, what is it? Why am I very stressed? Because I was bullied for wearing glasses. That's why. I will never purposely do it. Those prescriptions, it makes my eyes look small, yeah, and you can see like this weird gap at the side of my head. It's horrible. Don't wash my nail either.
So your actual glass, are you talking about the actual glasses? Like, you know, like, can you see that they are lensed? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you can see them. They're like the bottom of freaking Coke bottles. It's horrible. It's horrible. Do I have a manky eye? Listen, Will Smith, yeah? About you. Jesus. You know what? Anyway, let me not start. I'm in a good mood ish. But yeah, so yeah, I've been trying to heal my eyes. The other one, I've got dry eye as well, so I have to take eye drops in the other eye as well. So today I'm wearing one contact lens in my better eye.
Right. Oh my God. Okay.
Because I refuse to wear them. I definitely refuse to wear them on camera. Not like this. Not like this. No.
I had no idea. I really thought they were your glasses.
Seriously?
Yes, I thought you were just wearing your glasses that day. Like you.
No.
Oh, Joker.
That's for when I'm like, my eyes get tired because I'm staring at the computer screen for too long. So yeah. But yeah, so that's how I've been. How have you
been? I've been good. I've been learning. Nothing exciting happened this weekend. Didn't go out, but I'm teaching myself how to use OBS. And OBS is a bit like StreamYard, like what we stream to go live.
Oh yeah.
You plug it differently. Like it's very nerdy. You can just construct the live in a different way. And it can be a little bit more interactive. So I'm learning how to do that and some new editing stuff as well. Yeah. I've been geeking out, being at home with the kids, watching shit on YouTube.
Yeah. Talking about watching shit on YouTube, we've been watching Love is Blind Season 8.
Yes.
We have. But before we even get into it, so even if you haven't watched it, honestly, don't worry about it. Watch us anyway. Like, seriously, you're not really missing much. So you might as well just watch us anyway. But who's in the chat anyway?
Okay, let me do roll call. All right, Simmer came in bright and early. Well, on time. Thank you. Sora is in the house. Yvonne is with us. Judy B. Yeah, Yvonne, just stay with us. Gilda is in the house. I Be Chilling is with us. I've been watching your reviews. I Be Chilling. They're really, really good. I love your reviews. Aaliyah is in the house. Monica is with us. Will Smith is in the house. Joe as well. Dammy is here. Yes, I have enrolled onto the uni of YouTube. Definitely.
I love it. We'll all benefit from that. So go for it. Okay. Love is Blind season 8. First of all, how do you feel about it?
How do they go from season 7? It weren't like season 7 was their best season, but it was a good season. How do you go from season 7 to season 8? I don't know how these guys got there. Obviously, it must be the B team or the Z team, but this was poor. Very, very poor. And not even just the Caucasianness of it. It just the storylines and everything is dry. Pants.
Yeah. Like maybe they said season 7 because they filmed 2 at the same time, yeah. So season 7 might have been the black one or the ethnic one, and this might have been like the I don't know,
the Trump one.
Yeah. The Trump.
Oh my word!
But yeah, it just seemed because it was what I've watched is so dry, yeah, that I fell asleep 3 times attempting to watch it. Like honestly, and I had to watch most of it on speed as well, and it was just like, oh shit, like I wasn't paying attention. I've got to go back. Like it was so frustrating to me. My eyes weren't working. Do you know what I mean? So I'm annoyed anyway. Like I have to watch this thing. So yeah,
I should have watched it on speed. I forgot about that because it was so slow. Yeah, you could have watched it on. Why didn't I think?
Yeah,
I actually suffered through that, but same. I was falling asleep. I know there's bits I was missing because I was sleeping.
Yeah, definitely. But does it matter? Like, does it matter? It's a very I question their choices. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, why? Like, is this a money grab? Also, as well, like people in our WhatsApp group, they were just like the music. They've upgraded the music this time, which they have. That's all the money's gone because they can play Wrecking Ball. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous because it didn't go into researchers, it didn't go into producers, it didn't go into what do you call it? The person,
an editor.
Yeah, editor, yeah, continuity.
Like I needed a good editor for this season. Chop. Why are we watching all of everybody's conversations?
Yeah.
No.
That was a waste of time. It's like they didn't understand what we meant when we want to see what happened with other people, like other people that have interesting stories to tell. Interesting needs to be the key word there. Because what the hell? I'm actually annoyed. I think I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed that I've wasted my time. I think I'm annoyed. This was not good. To be fair, we did get Love Island UK not Love Island. Love is Blind UK last year. So I don't hate them completely, but this is making me turn my back on them because
yeah.
Don't do this again. Just don't. We need so much more melanin, yeah, for this to be good. Like we need it. It's essential. It's essential.
Yes.
Yeah.
And even just an array of others, like another Asian couple, whether it's East or South, anything else for us to look at, but other than a set of couples that all look the same. Like, just give us something. It's hard. This was a hard season.
And if this is a symptom of what is to come, yeah, I'm gonna have to rethink my choices. I'm gonna have to rethink my choices. Ain't no way. So yeah, it was set in, I can never say this word, Minneapolis. Is that right?
Yeah, Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Isn't
that the home of Superman as well? Someone said it's a home of Prince. Yeah. Isn't that Superman's Minneapolis, no?
No, Superman's from Kansas and Metropolis.
Oh, Metropolis.
Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure.
I'll just make it up.
Yes, Metropolis. Yeah.
Same thing. Who else is Minneapolis? What about Elvis? Am I just making
No, ain't he from hang on, where's Elvis? His place was called Graceland.
Yeah.
I don't know, but actually, guys, is Elvis from there as well? I don't know. And the state is Minnesota. That's what I wanted to ask. What is the state?
Okay.
Where's Elvis from? Because I swear Elvis isn't from there.
I bet.
Memphis. That's where Elvis is from.
Same thing. I say all this to say. I don't care. Basically.
We're already getting hammered in the comments from Americans. Please.
I'm sorry. You know, I don't mean it personally. This is not personally. But like, this show did nothing for me to learn more about Minneapolis. Yeah. It done nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay, I have some pictures. So let's start. We're gonna do couple by couple, yeah?
Yeah.
Because that's probably the easiest way to do it. Okay. So
well, it's actually the only way I'm gonna remember who everybody is, because they all look the same.
They all look the same. Actually annoying. Memphis. Okay, cool. It was dry. Okay, well, let's start with these two. Sarah and Ben.
Right.
Sarah and Ben. I think they kind of had a pretty smooth ride, right? I think they did.
Yeah, they are. That's why they're the least memorable to me in any way. I just don't remember these two.
You don't remember that? So she was the one saying that, you know, my sister is gay, and I need to know if you have any issues with that type of thing, and like, where do you stand on? She had a particular phrase, social issues. It wasn't social issues, but she had a particular phrase, how she would say it. But where do you stand on these kind of things? And he was just like, you know what? I am. I don't think about these things. Especially, she asked, where did he stand on BLM? Yeah. And he was like, I don't think about these things. And I was just like, huh? What?
Yeah.
Why would you say it on camera?
Listen, he knows there's a whole load of people that will agree with him like it has nothing to do with them. And so he can say that shit, innit? Because it doesn't affect him in any way. She was the bleeding heart liberal woman. I remember her.
Yeah.
I remember the combos.
She's, you know, putting herself forward as an ally, really, that's really cool. However, he still proposed and you still said yes. Yeah. So what the hell is this? Like, do you know what I mean? And this is why I always go back to, like, you guys are the problem. Like, you might be well-meaning, but because of love, now your values mean nothing. Like, what? Because it's just like, hold on a second. If he's talking about, oh, I'll sit this one out, what makes you think? Do you think your love is going to change that? What?
She ain't going on another march again. If these guys really, like, worked, Sarah, he's telling you, it's none of our business. You know, one of those, like, this is none of our business, while she's trying to leave with her placard. Like, where are you going?
Yeah.
I don't see how, if you truly are about it, that you can settle with a man that is like, I've never even really thought about it.
Exactly.
Like, realistically. Although he did say he's prepared to learn something. It's like, okay.
Like, how at your big age, how does he like 30 something? He's 30 something, right? At your big age, you're prepared to learn. Are you stupid? Like, are you stupid or are you dumb? Which one? No, it's like this is disappointing, Sarah. This is disappointing because you was given the big speech, like, do you know what I mean? But I was just like, no, this is typical actually, because this is what we see over and over and over again, that she might be a nice person. Do you know what I mean? She might be, but when it comes to the nitty gritty, when it comes to taking a stance, you don't. You actually don't. When it comes to like who you could potentially live the rest of your life with, who you can have children with,
it's not that important. Realistically, these are like talking points. That's the thing with a lot of liberals. It's just for you to wax lyrical and be like, I know this, I know that, you know, all of the buzzwords and the intersection of blah, 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 blah. But truly, your life and your family and how it's going to shape, you would deem this man acceptable. His foundational beliefs don't align with yours, but you would be like, this is okay. So it's performative.
Yes, exactly that. Yes, as Erin said, fake woke. That's absolutely. And actually, I would say that this type is probably the most dangerous of all. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, don't like, oh, well-meaning, but no, you're aligning yourself with the enemy, essentially. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like men like Ben, or not even men, people like Ben who are, well, don't really think about it. They're the worst. They're the worst in action. Oh my God, no, absolute worst.
Yeah, he's a selfish asshole, but this is who she's selected to be with, and they're boring.
Yeah.
We've got nothing from them.
They're so boring. Well, they did have this whole thing. So this girl went on social media and she was just like, oh, you know, like, I know this guy, like, how is Love is Blind casting these people? Like, I know this guy, and insinuating, she said a whole lot of nothing, but she was insinuating that she had a really, really negative experience with this guy. Like, do you know what I mean? So everyone's just like, oh my God, what's happened? And everything like that. And I think, according to Storytime with Ricky, other women had spoken to her. However, when it turns out this woman, had only been on 2 dates with this guy and nothing really happened. Maybe he was a bit rude. He tried to move to her friend and everything like that. But to her, nothing had happened. And she said, then she came back and said, allegedly, that she only hammed it up because she wanted to get Netflix's or Love is Blind producers' attention. It got their attention. Yeah, exactly.
So you're not even a real victim of anything. Really, you've just gone on 2 dates with him. Now, he may be an arsehole to other people that you know of, he was an arsehole to, but she took it upon herself to act it out to get their attention.
She said her tears were for the other people. They weren't hers. They were for the other people, allegedly.
Where some people are so insane.
They're crazy. And she's not even a small creator either. Like, do you know what I mean? So what are you doing? No, this is not the PDF file. It's not him. This is another guy. And this guy Ben has been called out for, like, in the past. Apparently he's dated loads and loads and loads of women. And he used to leave them a YouTube, like a business card that had his YouTube details on it, which might actually be, you know when the pussy just goes, it just
so he's basically just an arsehole.
Basically, yeah.
He has it. So he dates and dumps. He's probably a goat, like that type of a dude. Okay.
Yeah. That's what it seems like.
He looks like it though. Like, you know, he looks like that guy that a lot of women would be like, you're kind of good looking, kind of normalish. Like, he could get a lot of girls. So I'm not surprised he's probably been running through the town, like, or the city or whatever it is that they are in. But okay.
Terrible.
That doesn't mean that he shouldn't be on the show though. Or do you think he should? Yeah, if you've had a crazy dating life, like you've just been a bit of an arsehole, I still think it's fair to have him on Love is Blind.
No, I don't think so. You know what it is, yeah? I think that, and we'll get to him, yeah, that these I get that it can be difficult, yeah, but they need to plant someone in those groups that said, "Are we marrying the same guy or are we dating the same guy?"
Yeah.
They
Definitely
need to put producers in there so when they get their cast, they can see if any of their cast members come up. Do you know what I mean? Because it's just like, unless you have a record, you're not really you're gonna come back with a clean check, right? Or unless it's a certain time or whatever, or like things can be sealed, you can come up. Now, I'm not saying that this guy's done anything. I'm not saying that he's done anything like that, other than be a bit weird. Like, do you know what I mean? You know? But like I feel like try and filter out the weirdos though. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't present them as, because you're going, as you know, as anybody's going in there, you're going into those pods thinking, oh, this is a normal person. They have been vetted, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's just like you're leading me. Then the producers do have a responsibility, because you're leading me into a full sense of security. My guard is down. I'm vulnerable. I don't have my outside inputs. Like, do you know what I mean? And I'm in an artificial space for a certain amount of time. Like, do you know what I mean? And the rules of the game is like, I have to make a decision.
Yeah.
You know? So I think it's wrong. I would
say dating history of somebody in their 30s, I would probably expect them to have dated quite a few different people. I think it would be, but this time with the production, I think it would be hard to rule him out, especially if you have a limited amount of people coming forward, just because he had dated quite a few women in the area. I probably wouldn't rule him out on that. He has to have done some dodgy shit. Dodgy shit.
Had they talked to maybe some of the exes, yeah. If he's got such a track record, it shouldn't be hard to talk to some of the exes. Do you know what I mean? Maybe they would have found out some of these things and been like, "Sir, why?" Like, do you know what I mean? Or make him bring it up in the pods as well. Like, do you know what I mean? There's like, we found this out. It needs to be addressed. Address it here. You know, because people allegedly there are pictures of his YouTube card. Weird. You know what I mean? It's weird. I just think like maybe it's hard to compare, but I feel like especially with these romance type of shows, they need to do a much better job here. Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. However, it's kind of difficult here because this creator who's done this story about him has kind of discredited, do you know what I mean? Like the other women, unfortunately, like by those actions, because you're doing the most and it's not truthful. It's not fully truthful. Yeah.
That's the thing. Somebody who has suffered at his hands properly, however he is when they're dating, they needed to do it. You can't be like, oh, I've heard from other people and now I'm going to go online and start crying. Like, that is so weird. That's just weird. It's weird behavior. Absolutely.
Crying on camera, weird and difficult anyway. Like, why are you doing that? Do you know what I mean? And then crying to enhance the voices of the women that you haven't referenced in your story, even weirder. Very strange. Very, very strange behavior. Okay, so yeah, so at the moment, so that's what we ended with them two, is that she has found this video and she does this whole like, it's just like, baby, you know.
I hate it when they react scenes. It's really annoying because they're not, very few of them are actually good at that. It's annoying. It's annoying. But these two, and I don't think anything is going to come of this anyway. Even her watching the video and all of that, they're just covering their backs, I guess, in the same way they kept on showing us everybody eating everywhere there is food around them. So we all know they're always being fed. They eat in the pods. They eat in their yards. There
was a lot of that. There was a lot about food and grocery talk. It was very strange. I was just like, why are we talking about this? This is wasting time. But yeah. But I do like, I mean, Sarah, shame about Sarah, shame. Okay, these guys, Monica and Joey. So Monica and Joey, they were the first couple to get engaged, right?
Yeah.
Monica, sweet girl. I think they're both kind of cool. I think they get on really well. They, I don't even know.
I think they're actually my fave couple, you know.
Yeah. Fave out of a boring bunch, or just
yes, fave out of an absolute dismal bunch. Like, I don't mind watching these two when they come on screen.
Oh,
Cynthia! Welcome. Thank you for the support. Hey. Look, guys, got new member. So sign up as well, please.
Appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Seriously. Oh, that's so nice. Erin says AK Tarzan and Jane.
Oh,
that's funny.
And they look cute, and yeah, I just like them together. Like I can see them working. They remind me of Zach and Bliss. I like them in that way. Like they're working couple.
Yeah, I prefer them to Zach and Bliss. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, you never liked those two together. Yeah, you didn't like Zach, innit?
Zach was just a bit strange. He was a bit strange, but yeah, happy for them now. Honestly. So these two together, you're right. They were the first to get engaged as well, and do the reveal and everything like that, and it seemed to go pretty well. They're getting on fine. No really issues until they went to go meet her family. So then they meet her family. You know, it seems to be getting on well. I would have died. I would have died in that family reunion. Oh, that family gathering. The mum brought out instruments and said they're gonna have a fam jam. So embarrassing, like so embarrassing. You could see she wanted to like fit. But the thing is, if this is you need to own it. Yes. But like,
you know that they all had instruments. That is your family. It's like, better show him now, so that he knows what he's getting himself into. I would have absolutely appreciated that little jam. I would have been like, this is very fun.
They are basket cases.
I would have been
the instrument. They got up, you know, he got up, he was doing the dancing and everything, and he was properly involved. It was like, you know, like when but people go camping and then they have like a jam session or something, or you're at a party and someone brings out a guitar, no one asks for this, and like, do you know what I mean? They just start playing like that. It was, oh my god, worst nightmare.
Just remember we got invited to a party. Yeah, you didn't come, and the invite had bring your own instrument.
Absolutely not.
That's what you said. You literally like, no, I'm not coming, guys. It was really fun.
Of course it was. Of course it was. For you. But yeah, that's not my vibe. It's not my vibe. Kudos if that's what you want to do. Yes, it was given. Erin said it was giving Coachella on acid in the 70s.
Erin,
it was giving peace and love. It was just no, that's one step away from.
It's really fun. I would love that at a festival, and we would stay over, and then it would be like jam time around the fire. It's like one of the best, some of my best memories.
Oh, good for you. Lovely. That'll be going home. I'll be like staying over at a festival. First of all, no. No way. Oh. But yeah, he fitted. The good thing about this was that he fitted right in. Like, do you know what I mean? It was like he'd been there for years and everything. And it was actually very lovely. That was really, really nice. Cringe aside, it was really nice. Then she talks to her sister. And it turns out actually that her sister is with the guy that she previously had dated.
Yeah.
Weird. But okay. No, I can't even okay it. Weird to me.
That was a weird sit up in itself, because she dated him and then was like, actually, I think you would suit my sister more. And her sister was still interested.
Her sister was like, yeah, I'll have that.
No.
No. So then her sister talking to her, and her sister's just like, yeah, I don't like him. I don't like him. I think he's an actor. I think he's saying all the right things at all the right times. So I think he's an actor. Oh, okay. Like, that was a lot. Do you know what I mean? So then they get home, they talk. So the couple, they go home, Joey and Monica, they go home and talk, and he's aware, your sister don't really like me. Do you know what I mean? Like, why? Did I do something? Did something happen? And she's like, no, you did nothing at all. You did nothing at all. He's just like, well, I think he in his mind is just, yeah, I knew that. Like, you know what it is? Then he asks clarifying questions. He asks, like, does your sister like anyone you bring home? And she says, actually, no. You might want to look into that. I think maybe there's a little jealousy there. Might be some unresolved issues there, you know? And she was pondering. It was almost like she was pondering, like she'd never thought about that before.
She knows.
You think she knows?
Flinching, wavering. If my sister, I'm talking, you don't like the guy that I've brought, but then you turn it back onto yourself to say, I should be the one getting married before you. Oh,
yes, that was it.
And I don't say you're being a psycho, especially in front of these cameras, like literally take our family business out of this. And I just kind of am there. I know that my sister is a hater. And I'm just used to her being an absolute hater. And she's probably been a hater all my life. Like, because everything she was saying, really, you would be like, oh my God, you don't like him. Like, there'd be just more. She just knew the pattern. Like, this is what my sister does. And that's a horrible place to be. It's gross.
It really, really is. And then to have that on camera.
For everybody to see my sister is a hater.
She's actually an actual hater.
Oh yeah,
not great. Felt for her. I felt for her, man. Just like,
no, Monica, because she comes across okay.
Yeah,
I didn't like Monica in the pods because she kept on showing her legs, and it was just a lot of leg. Like she had on like mini shorts, or I don't know. Sometimes it just looked like she was in her pants. I was literally like, you're giving absolutely too much visual leg for me. So I wasn't a fan of her then, but as they've come out, I am like, I quite like them. But
yeah. Oh, hey, Queen E, how you doing?
Hey.
Queen E is saying it's got to be deeper than the age thing. What the hell did they go for as kids? Boy, it seems really odd. It seems odd that she would say that all on camera.
I know.
Even if you think that, who would it in it? People need to learn to shut up, you know.
But you see how assholes always tell on themselves.
Yes,
they're always like, because somebody else would be able to think, I'm not going to look good saying this, but she's probably standardly being an asshole. She probably doesn't even know. So that's why she said it, because that's wild. I would need her now to say, a producer told me to say that.
Yeah. Seriously. And we haven't seen, because Joey said that he's going to talk to the sister, and he encouraged Monica to also talk to her sister too. I thought that was nice, like, but the thing is, I'm not seeing, I think like this, like, to be fair, we haven't really seen enough from these two. Like, for me, this just seems like that they've got the easy ride. Like, you know what I mean, that they're kind of almost like, they definitely get married. Like, do you know what I mean? We're not seeing any conflict. We're not seeing any kind of like, what's going on? Like, what are Joey's issues? Does he have any? Maybe he doesn't.
Yes. Well, he has to, because he already is like recovering OCD. So we know. Oh,
yes.
We know there's going to be way more bits to his personality and to live with him. She is messier than him as well, so that could turn into something. We need to see them living more, don't we? Like, we need to see a little bit more of that. They gave us bare pods, and we're probably not going to get much of them living together. It's
that OCD was interesting, but like I thought, like, because him counting things, That was really interesting. I was curious, like, how did you get through that? That's what I wanted to know, like, I wanted to know more. That piqued my interest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Barley.
On your barley. You're naughty.
Everyone said, can we talk about production zooming in on that day?
They were out of order with that shot, and they did it more than once. I was literally like, you guys are, for one, you're probably bored, but you're just playing around now.
Oh gosh. Oh dear. Yeah, I thought that's interesting. I have this weird thing. I don't think it's OCD, but I have this weird thing. Like, I can't wake up at odd times. Like, I have to get out of bed either 1/2 past, 1/4 past, or on the hour. Like, I can't. Like, if it's 20,
get up at like 22, past, you're gonna wait 8
I'll wait
minutes.
till 1/2 past. Yeah, that's.
I never even. I mean, I did. I don't think so.
No.
Weird
things like that. No.
No, that's. I mean, I'm sure OCD is in this spectrum, as everything is. So
I don't think it's just that though. Well, and some things about them, but nothing too deep. But yeah, but I do have that.
Are you asking? Are you a mummy water? What does that mean? Is that like, are you a
like a mermaid?
Mermaid. Sade is on that Metropolis time zone. Oh god,
I'm in a different timeline. Yes. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's. But you reminded me, the spider's nest. Yeah. She said, yeah, she's so bad at laundry that one time she put her laundry on the floor and she just left it there. And then she put on her jeans and there was some white stuff. And then, even thinking about it, and then something was crawling out. And it turned out that she had a spider's nest in the jeans, which just, again, that was one of the points. Again, I was just like, I need to stop watching this. I don't know what shit. I don't know what shit anymore.
Oh my god! I know the clothes weren't clean. They weren't clean for one. She is lying. The clothes were not clean. What I found out about spiders, and it still freaks me out to this day.
Really? Don't want to know.
Yeah, maybe to look out for your leather coats. Spiders love leather.
No.
And I never knew, and you guys may not know, like for years, over 15 years, I made leather belts. And one time I had a pile of leather piling up. Like I was going into leather hoarding. And I opened it up, and one of those white things that she described was there with them. And then I spoke to a leather guy, and he was like, yeah, you have to always air out your leather. Spiders love leather. I never knew.
I'm even looking around. Do I have leather? Let me get rid of it.
So for anybody, just keep an eye on your leather coats. Like, don't have them in a closet somewhere towards the back, because if spiders find it, they will make a nest. So I can only think what was going on with their jeans. They were probably dirty.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That was just a PSA for you guys.
Thanks. Sorry, I'm gonna have to delete that. Seriously, I'm so scared. So freaking scared of them. Yeah, I'm itching too. Ew. Okay, so these guys probably gonna get married, right?
I think so. I think they actually are definitely getting married.
Yeah. Oh my God!
Said these are my confessions.
Sim, you're freaking me out. Is it you or she?
Oh my God! Oh, I can't even read it. This is what I'm saying. Guys, you guys don't even know. That was the beginning of the end of me dealing with leather. I swear, it ended it. It was like I couldn't pick up leather anymore properly without thinking, "Oh my God, is there going to be a nest?" And
yeah. Oh, horrible. Okay, so this is Taylor, right? And Daniel.
Daniel.
Daniel?
I always forget. He's the short king, yeah? King. Yeah, short King Daniel. I think so.
I think
Guys,
so.
is he Daniel? I think he is.
Don't even know.
All I know is he's the short king.
I think, yeah. But he is still taller than her, though. So that was one of the things.
Not a lot.
No, like, in heels. She was wearing heels. In the reveal, she was wearing heels, and he was actually taller than her. He's 5'8". So do you know what I mean? So it's okay. It's not terrible. It's not like she's not towering over him. Like it's not that. It really isn't.
They're being shorter. Oh my God, Black Rob, he absolutely did make being short his whole storyline.
Yeah.
Every single minute, that was what he brought up. Most definitely. 5'8" to me, it's that medium short. It's not like it's not short enough to talk about it like how he was. I think a 5'5" man can really talk about I'm short. 5'8", there's enough women that are in that 5'2", 5'3" area, even 5'4", that they're perfect for you.
Yeah, that's but they don't want those ones. Would you date a guy that's 5'8"?
No.
Have you? No. Okay. Why? Why not, Nana?
I'm 5'8". I'm not going to date anybody smaller than me.
Wait, I'm 5'8".
No, not 5'8". How
do you I like to believe I am.
Yeah, in your heels.
I identify as 5'8".
Well, if you identify as it, I will respect it.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Yeah. See, I wouldn't date a guy that's 5'8". No. To be fair, I have in the past. So I have done my community service. I've done that, but I have not.
Absolutely terrible.
But I don't want that for myself moving forward. Thank you. But yeah,
exactly. Black Rob, 5'10" is average height, so he ain't even that short. He really isn't that short at all.
I don't think so. I think he's kind of short. He's okay for her.
Yeah, is your pronoun 5'8"?
I'm gonna get in trouble.
Oh God!
You're gonna start telling me off. Yeah, short girls they want their kids to be tall, so yeah, they go for the tallest. So, I think there should be height limits. You need to stay in your bracket.
I don't. Does it even work like that? 2 short people can have a tall kid. I mean, obviously,
it depends on your averages.
Yeah. And 5'8" isn't that. He's definitely short. Queen E.
No, but that's the thing. So she shouldn't be complaining. That's your bracket. That's your bracket.
Will Smith I'm 5'7". I love a tall woman. Love to scale great heights and conquer those summits.
Jesus Christ. You see what I mean? You treat your woman like something to be conquered.
That's why it doesn't work the other way around. That's why women need a taller man, because you feel more secure. Like, really, I can't be taller. That would feel strange. And a bit like cold and lonely. Like, you want somebody to be able to put their arm around you. You don't want to be the one putting your arm around them. Like, that is weird.
And bending your neck to kiss and stuff. Like, no. Anyway.
Sonia, are you really 6 foot tall?
Are you serious? Cold and but you're literally not experiencing life in the same.
If they're down there and I'm a head taller, it's cold, isn't it? Wind can hit me from both sides.
And no protection, no blockage, nothing. It's not fair. It's actually not fair. It's not. Seriously, Black Robin said it's all cap. They don't care if you can make them laugh.
I mean, I've seen it in action plenty of times. My short friends, I have personality, and being able to make somebody laugh will get you pum pum all the time in all shapes and sizes.
It's true. That's how I got. It's true. True. No one's a public man. Will Smith said, "Tall for nothing. Did they fix light bulbs?" No. Sonya's proper 6 foot. Okay, I didn't know that, Sonya. I'm sure it's her date is 5'8". Okay, cool. Good for you, man.
4 inches different, Sonya, though. 4 inches. Okay.
For you, bro. Seriously.
But Sonya, you're in South Africa. I always felt like South Africans were quite tall. Unless I'm just comparing it to Ghanaian men who are notoriously short. I thought South African men were like of a taller persuasion.
Sorry, I do have to put my eye drop in, which is very annoying. I forgot. I'm a pro now, so.
Sonya said, "I love towering over men." See, maybe that is a thing for women. Okay. So there's somebody for everybody. Yeah, she likes being taller. There's somebody for everybody, I guess.
What do you get? Why do you like? She said, "I love towering over men." Seriously, what do you get from that? Is it like empowering?
I guess maybe a sense of power.
Yeah, but do they want to be? Do they like it though, or do you care if they?
That's what Will Smith said. He likes scaling.
He wants to conquer. That's what he wants to do. He said conquer, climb summits and conquer. Dominant. Okay. I don't know. But to each their own, innit?
You guys are going wild in the comments.
I was not expecting that. Oh my god! I swear I saw this on the TV show. Oh my god! Seriously.
Okay. So Sonya is originally from the Cameroon. I only date from West Africa. Okay, all right. So you've had your full of like 5, 6, 5, 7s coming up to you as well. Then. Yeah. Ghanaian men are small.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, with these two, so did they get on pretty well? I think they did. I can't even remember now. They did, but what was the issue?
Their issue at first was her dad. Like, they had the whole you shouldn't really live with him, all of that, like the old school parenting. I think that was their own.
No.
That they had their whole Instagram shit. Weren't these the Instagram people? Yeah, where she thought that he was stalking her.
Oh my god, yes, that's it. So he was just generally talking and everything like that. At one time he made the mistake, although you can't trust anybody. One time he made the mistake and he's just like, "Oh, I could have seen you out and about." That must have stuck with her.
You think that like triggered the little?
I think that's why they showed it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, and she then remembered that someone just before she went onto the show had followed her, then unfollowed her, and she remembered there being like some sort of Christmas image on the page, right? And he loves Christmas, and so does she, and he puts pictures of that on his Instagram. So then she just went, she spun herself into
full on
frenzy
meltdown, like I'm being stalked. I maybe we can work this out because I don't get. I don't know who follows me. Like I would never notice somebody followed me. I saw their follow, went onto their page. I'm not going to remember any pictures that I saw if I ever did that process, and I definitely am not going to notice who is unfollowing me. But if I did know all of that, and they did do that, and I did think we matched in the pods, how can he be stalking me? Because how would he know my voice?
I mean, he could know her name. He doesn't need to know her voice. He can find out, or he can find her voice like on if she's ever spoken in a video or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it could be possible. I think she did whip herself up into a frenzy, though. I think she did, and I think production helped her to do it as well. I think so. Basically, she saw someone. Because of the reference of the Christmas, that also was just like, I saw Christmas on the page. If you went to his page at the time, I think someone did. So I'll use allegedly for the purpose of not having the evidence here. He does have a post of a Christmas thing, yeah? Do you know what I mean? Like him in front of a fireplace at Christmas. He was then like, oh, then maybe I did follow. Maybe I did follow you, then unfollow you. She was so worked up that she made him feel guilty about doing something that from the show that he hasn't done. However, let me say a strong however, because it turned out it wasn't him on the show. However, it doesn't mean it wasn't him.
But even if it was, I'm at a loss. Even if it was him, I followed you on Instagram. For some reason, I unfollowed you and we're in this experiment. You're from the same city.
Yeah, but it means that you haven't given her. He's gone in there without the same intentions as everybody else. So he's gone in there under false intentions that he's just like, I know I want this girl. So I've researched her, because if you're looking at Instagram, you probably researched her. I know all the things that she likes. So I'm going to be on the show that I'm going to get her. I'm going to play to what she likes. So it kind of is. It could make you feel icky if that was the case. No, you're not.
I mean, I have been called a pick me in the comments before. I would think that may be quite an intentional. I just don't know if I would see it as a bad thing.
No,
I don't get how it's weird. Like, we're from the same area.
Yeah.
We may even, some of them have mutuals. We may have mutuals. You may have seen me, but we happen to be in this experiment, but we've never gone on a date, nothing.
Yeah.
And now we've matched, like we've actually got on. What would be wrong with that?
Babe, like if he's seen her in real life, then talk to her in real life. Don't take me into, don't go into an experiment where I literally have almost no choice but to talk to you and I'm bonding with you because you already researched me. That's
so
wild.
She's taking it like an Uche and Lydia. Is that what she's thinking is going on without them dating? She's thinking she's taking it like he's followed me onto
right.
This
Yeah. I think she's kind of like that. But they have no prior history
from following somebody on Instagram.
I think
like,
that's
it's not wild to people. Like, that is a crazy leap.
No. Don't get me wrong. She spun herself into a tizzy. I do believe that. Okay. Do you know what I mean? However, if he has done this, it's wild. It's wild. It's wild. Because I was also like, as well, bro, if you've done nothing, what? Like, you're not acting like someone who's done nothing. You're acting like, oh, I don't know. You're acting like, in the beginning, he was acting like, oh, I don't know if I've done this. Maybe I have. Like, do you know what I mean? It was only until she said, oh, it wasn't you, or like she came to the conclusion it wasn't you. He held her hand like, I would never do that to you. Bro, why didn't you say that beforehand? Or production, why didn't you put that in if he said it beforehand? Because it was given like, oh, it could be me. Mate, do you know what I mean? Sounds like me. That's what it sounded like.
That whole thing, honestly, it confused me. I was really perplexed watching it. Like, what the hell? Why was she scrolling for long? Like, I really was like, what is going on? What are these guys talking about? Why are you scrolling? What was scrolling going to do? How was you going to figure out if it was him? Like, what was going on? I may have been sleeping. So this is, I may have not got this all the way, but I didn't understand it.
It just, they both came across unhinged. Sorry. No sweetheart said he's probably too scared and too short to chat in person.
So he had to stalk her. It's a crazy activity to stalk somebody to the Love is Blind experience.
But Lydia, your point was great. Lydia, yeah? Do you know what I mean?
But Lydia wanted that Nigerian banana again. Like, so
oh my God. Seriously. I just think, yeah, it was a bit wild. That the storyline was wild, and she looked seriously scared. And the fact they made him sit in front of her while she's scared doing it was just, again, terrible. Why would you do that to her? Shouldn't she just look privately? You know?
It was the whole, is there Wi-Fi in here? Like, I'm so lost. I was like, what's going on? It's so just a follow. Weird. But, you know, maybe people take that shit more serious. I don't know if I would even notice. I wouldn't anyway.
Yeah, no, defo. Well, they actually, would I notice? Maybe. If someone followed me, no, I wouldn't notice if they unfollowed me. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't. But I would probably remember their page. Do you know what I mean? Yeah? If someone followed me, yeah. If I've looked at the page, I'd probably remember the page. I'd remember a picture or something. But yeah, but I wouldn't know if they unfollowed me. Like I had someone tell me recently, oh, this person's unfollowed you. I was just like, really? Didn't know. Still don't care. But it does happen. No. It does happen.
So look on the person's profile that has followed you. Would their little picture need to be like, oh, they look interesting before you would go and look at who had followed you?
Yes. Well, yes. Especially if it's a guy.
Yeah, they got already have something about them for you to be like, let me see who they are.
Yeah, like who's that? I am a bit more of the who's that? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you know, I'll be blocking people and stuff. Like, do you know what I mean? Like my page is not a democracy. It's not a democracy. No,
Elsie, that's my exact questions. How does she remember the photo from months ago? Like because all of that. I'm like, what is going? Months?
Yeah, no, definitely. If I saw a picture, especially if it's out of season, yeah, mind you, if I saw a picture of someone, a guy in front of a fireplace at Christmas time, and I like Christmas, that's gonna stick in my mind. It is. Yeah, it will. I don't know. Everyone's different in it, but like that's how my brain works. Like visuals, for sure. Do you know what I mean?
Simma, we are far from celebrity.
I literally says, "My eyes don't even." Well, when I've got my contact in, they be working.
She has an app that tells her who follows and unfollows. Who's the weird one here? You know what? They're both weird.
No, but no. I think that's fair. It depends what you do. As Erin just said, she's a registered nurse. You don't know, bro. Like, you just don't know. I mean, I was thinking, oh, maybe I should get that. I want that. No, but I don't care. Actually, I don't care enough. But if you follow me and I don't like the look of you, you might get blocked or restricted. I like restricted because then they don't know. That's like you're in the suspicious zone. Like, I'm not sure.
One day you need to share how many people you have restricted and blocked.
Ooh. It's a lot.
Oh my word.
Anyway, this guy also, I was thinking he needs to talk to Ronnie, innit?
Just have a little bit of topic.
Just a little spray on the M's, on the M's, on the curves of the M's. Little spray there. Do you know what I mean? But they met each other's family. I can't lie.
Cute.
It was cute, but it was also like, I was just like, there is no diversity. There's not a hint, a sliver. There's nothing uncomfortable. I was just uncomfortable watching this.
You know what their lives are like. For both sides of the families, you know who's going to be at that wedding.
Yes.
Yeah. But they were cute though, as like two older couples just there being like, we've been married 50 years, we've been married 34 years, divorce is a no-go. It was like, oh.
That was cute. But then I thought like divorce is a no-go. I thought it depends.
Well, with how these two are getting, are they going to get married? I think so, but they could be the curveball. No, they could be. I'm not sure.
No, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Maybe, but what would be the reason? Because they seem like they're fine. Like, do you know what I mean? So, what would be the reason? I don't really know. Like, the families have met now; they're all good. You know, he forgave her off the bat. That's also suspicious. Suspicious to me. The way he forgave her so quickly, bro. That was just like, nah, you did that shit.
You know what? He could have. He could be out here following loads of people. He could definitely. I don't know if that's the weird thing about him, but the way his mum and dad so wanted, like, they're happy for him to go through this experiment, and it's like he's found a girl. Yeah, there's something. He's not all righted.
That was it. Because wasn't his mum saying, "I've never seen him be like this with anybody"?
Yeah.
What anybody ever? What? That was bizarre. That was strange.
No, his parents were so happy. They're like, "You're gonna meet the parents. We're gonna come along as well." Like, that's Ghanaian tradition. Before, like, when you're gonna get married, but you should do it when you're serious. You do a knocking, and it's when your parents meet up. Basically, they did a knocking. And so you formally introduce yourself. Like, the parents were on that shit. They're literally like, our son is going to get married. They were absolute advocates. They were selling their family to this family. There's something wrong with him. If I was the mum, I would have come away from that like, nah, there's something wrong with that guy. His parents want this wedding to happen in a month for a reason. Like, no.
They're too on board. Also, like, the way that his parents were sitting as well, something was unhinged. And I was just like, has the dad had surgery? Like, there was something going on. Like, he looks older than his dad. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, there was something going on. I was just like, I don't know about this. And then I was just like, both of their houses as well. How did you get your land? I was just...
I mean, their places are huge. That one was really big.
Huge. Seriously. I don't know. I just like, no. This is just weird.
She should tread with caution though. Like,
yeah, but so should he, because if he didn't do it.
For real. Yeah, that was really, a quick forgiving. But yeah, let's see with these two. I'm not sure. They could be a no.
Yeah. What is going on? Do you think it's because...
Well, because he's sure.
Yes. See, I stopped myself.
No, Dammy J, it was healthy. The parents doing that. That's definitely how it should be done. It was just. You know, you understood her parents' caution. It's a month. Like, you understand, and his parents just seemed a little bit more like, let's support them. Like, marry my son. It's a bit pushy.
Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, these two, Virginia and Devon.
Yes,
Devon. He's 28, she's 33. She's doing very well for herself. I really like Virginia. I think she's really cute. I don't think she got enough airtime to see more of her personality. I was like, when it got down to the last ones of them, I was just like, why? Like, this girl, she doesn't belong here. Like, do you know what I mean?
No, she doesn't.
I felt for her so badly. So Devon was actually in between Virginia and Britney, right?
Yeah.
Do I have a picture of Britney? I can't remember if I do. No. Let's sorry, let me go back. We'll get to these guys. No,
I really liked Devon and Britney.
Yeah.
Their vibe more, like as in like they were just a little bit more banterish than he was with Virginia. So
Yeah.
I liked their pairing. I know they are absolutely incompatible anyway, but I liked their pairing a little bit more. I think we got to see a little bit more of Devon's personality where we're not seeing that much with Virginia.
No. Virginia's like she's like you know, a little bit prissy. Do you know what I mean? She's just like when they done the reveal and he was like, oh, oh, you look amazing. Thank you. Your hair's thank you. Your dress is thank you. It was just like, girl, use more words. Use more words.
Sonia, that's it. She's very robotic. I want more like, but he ain't the dude either. Like I think with another partner, maybe we'll see that side to her. But I'm not believing her. I feel like she's going along with this experiment for the going along with the experiment's sake to raise her profile, actually.
To raise her profile for what though?
Yeah, because she wants to be an entrepreneur and she's got all of her different ideas. I just think in general, it's like I go through this process. I'm going to raise my profile within communities. So like people are going to know who I am when I'm. Yeah. So when she launches all of these things that she wants to launch in order to be a millionaire, her profile is already up. Yeah. I don't believe she is interested in this dude in the slightest, really. I don't believe her.
But okay. But when she was in the pool, when they were in the pool in Honduras, and they were kissing and she was bobbing. Why was she bobbing?
She was either dry humping or humping, but something sexual through clothing or without clothing in the bottom was happening. That was happening. I mean, he's an all right looking dude.
No, he actually looks similar here, which is off-putting, but he's a good looking dude. Yeah. He does seem. Oh my god! I was supposed to look it up. What is in Abbott Elementary? What is Quinta's ex-boyfriend called?
I don't watch it like that.
Do you not?
No, I just watch clips.
Ex-boyfriend, they're like the same. They're the same person. The rapper, yes,
they really look alike.
Yeah, they're the same person. I was just like Tyreek. That's it. He was giving me Tyreek, absolute Tyreek. I was just like, nah, she can't be taking this guy seriously.
She ain't, man.
He was doing way too many things, and I was just like, because I was watching this in speed. When someone's slower, you notice it because I'm watching it in speed. So when I get to the point, what are you saying?
Oh, you guys get what I mean when I say dry humping, as in the genitals are touching through coat.
Can it be dry humping in a pool of water? Not really.
They were water humping. I don't know. Or they were actually sexing. I'm not sure. I just feel like she was just gyrating on his piece. I think that's what was happening.
Something was happening.
Yeah, the liquid humping.
But yeah, these guys. Oh,
Sonia. Sonia has been a member for 8 months.
Wow.
That's when we started. Yes, you are one of our first. Thank you so much. They were doing the devil's dance in that pool. Do you think so?
They might be.
She might
have been.
Yeah, she may have forgotten that the cameras were there.
She may have, because it was from the distance as well, innit? They might have sneaked that one in. To be fair. So yeah, these guys, I mean, they seem to be getting on well. She's met his family. His family you know, again, they didn't seem completely hesitant. I don't remember them being very hesitant. They were more like, okay, cool. You want to do this? That's cool. Everything's cool. But then as soon as she mentioned prenup, oh, there's a freaking problem. I'm just like, are you guys freaking serious? She's 33.
Yes, they were
she's
like,
been building her wealth for much longer than your son. Of course she's going to want a prenup. Of course.
Son ain't got any wealth.
At all.
That whole family saw her and was like, well done, son.
Yeah.
You lucked out. And then they heard prenup and was like, oh, flip's sake.
Yeah.
She ain't that stupid. Like, no. They were thinking we can have more pigs. They were getting happy.
The pet pig.
No, they were getting happy. They were seeing meal ticket in that chick.
Honestly.
She is not. It's not. If she gets married, I'll be so surprised, but I can't see her doing it. No,
I can see her cutting it off, like, and just be like, oh, you know what, you're really nice and everything like that. But no. But then can we talk about Devon and Britney? Yeah, because he was chatting to her, and everything seemed to be going. He seemed to be unclear about his decision until he opened up about his. First of all, he opened up about his ibuprofen addiction. Yeah, and I, for one. I love an ibuprofen, yeah, I do. Yeah. Seriously, that is my painkiller of choice. He said he had an addiction. I was just like, really? I had to look it up because it was not known to me that they were addictive, yeah. And when I looked it up, it wasn't known to Google either. So I was just like, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about? But like, I didn't want to, like, because obviously he's telling me story, you know, do you know what I mean? It's very akin to, like, you know, a lot of black men in the country. Yeah, I could have played football, but, you know, but my knee
had an injury. It was so bad. Painkillers, had to have surgery. It's very common.
Yeah.
He may have been on something, I guess.
The thing is, I had to look it up because I do love ibuprofen. I was just like, "Oh, am I addicted?" You know, you think you got the thing, and no, it's not. It's not. It doesn't work that way. So maybe he was saying that word instead of another word. Maybe it was something else. That's what I was thinking. Or maybe, you know, maybe he just took a lot of them. And maybe it wasn't an actual addiction in a traditional sense.
No, but didn't he even have to go hospital for whatever he was addicted to? Like, it got really bad.
Oh, did it? I don't. I must have.
I think he dozed off. I think he's addicted to opioids or something. Like, he was probably doing something else. Because I don't know. Like, ibuprofen over here is a thing. But if you've had an injury, generally, aren't they giving you like an opioid type pain relief?
Yeah.
Like, you're not getting, you get ibuprofen for flipping toothaches and headaches. Like, if you've got a proper back something, they'll be giving him an opioid in some way. I wasn't believing him.
Yeah, I was just like, what's going on here? And then Britney, I wish I had a picture of Britney. Britney then was just like, okay, thanks for sharing, and she was really supportive to him and everything like that. And then she was like saying something about her, which she was saying, and I don't know. And I did watch Jessie Wu's episode, and I felt the same thing that Jessie Wu was talking about in this episode, was that it made out like she was confused about her sexuality, and I don't think she is. What she was trying to say with Devon is that she had partaked with some relationships with, you know, sexual relationships with some girls previously, and she's open in general in terms of like who she likes, but if she wants to be with someone, she's just with that person. She's monogamous with that person, and she can't see herself being married to women, but she can see herself being married to a man, and that's what she's there for, right?
Yeah.
Devon, I believe he was laying down, started to sit up straight because his bigotry was coming to the surface. Because like serious, and he just kept on digging. He was just like, okay, but you know, are you still open to that? And she's just like, well, you know, I just like I like people in general. And it was just like, oh, Devon, you were doing so well. Like, do you know what I mean? And like after that, I think she understood what he was saying, what he was trying not to say.
Yes.
She understood, and she kind of had a conversation with him. It was just like, look, I don't think you're my person. But the editing is a little bit weird because she does say things like, I'm indecisive, I'm confused. But to me, I don't know about you, it seemed like it was taken from another bit. Like it didn't seem like it was a smooth conversation because it was kind of given that she was confused about her sexuality. But how are you confused if you're saying very clearly, I'm monogamous, I want to marry a man? There's no confusion there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think production was playing with us a little bit, but at the same time, Devon, don't like that for you, man. I don't like that you took that kind of position with it at all. I don't like that. But
I think he tried within his scope. Like he wasn't an absolute bigot, and I'm glad it came up in the pods and didn't go any further. Like, season 1, that was good that at least she brought that up. But definitely how she was talking, it did feel like there was more to the conversation and they just cut it out. And then knowing that she actually had another connection, I think it was more interwoven with, this is probably going in the right direction, but I've been confused. Like, I just think they just cut out that man that she was seeing another man as well. But I'm not mad at his reaction to it, because I get it. If you're thinking, if that's not what you want, you don't want somebody that is bisexual or fluid in any way or is open to the same sex, and you may just jump ahead and be like, okay, you're saying you're monogamous now, but later on down the line you may be like, oh, but I do just want to have like this experience with this woman, and he may just be like, I don't even want to entertain any of that.
But then he's not believing what she's saying. Then do you know what I mean? Like he's probably. I have found the picture. Sorry. So this is because you mentioned Mo. So obviously, guys, following along, this is Britney, and this is her other connection, Mo, who we did not see at all. We didn't see him. There was
not even walking past. Not even doing weights. We saw nothing of him.
To Boosie's point, Boosie was saying Britney 100% has some internalized homophobia. How can you have several relationships with women but say marriage, in her view, is with a man? People need to free themselves from religion. I mean, fair point in a sense. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's definitely, I think you're right, Nana, there's definitely something going on. There definitely was more to that conversation, and maybe there was more context in terms of what she was saying. And I think it's interesting. It is interesting, but if that's what she wants, that's what she wants. Like, do you know what I mean? And she deserves to be with someone that wants that back. Like, obviously, Devon is not the guy. Mo may have been the guy, but it didn't work out for whatever reason. We don't know, right?
I know. I so want to know what their storyline was, because it just would have been nice to have followed them as well. You gave us flipping everybody else. Like, it just would have been nice to have had two sides to it. In exactly the same way with Ollie and Demi, like just cutting out Charlotte's whole journey when that's we needed to see that as well. It like builds. It's annoying that we didn't get to see these two and what their connection was like, because it may have been really interesting.
Yeah,
but I also want to know why they didn't work, like why they got engaged and didn't go on the retreat and all of that shit.
Yeah,
that would have been interesting.
And I think maybe she isn't truly comfortable in her sexuality. Maybe not. Like, do you know what I mean? And I think that is probably something that she needs to figure out. Maybe doing this is part of that process. She did talk about her childhood and like coming from a very like strictly religious home. She wasn't allowed to listen to certain things. She wasn't allowed to go out. She wasn't even allowed to play. I don't know if it's down to religion, but she wasn't allowed to play basketball because her mum thought it was like, you know, she'd be dressing like a tomboy and that sort of thing. So maybe your mum saw something that was just like, not my cat.
Yeah, she probably did. Honest, I understand it. from the either side, it doesn't matter, man or woman, but if you're hearing that your partner is bisexual, I understand. If you are strictly, this is how it's going to be, like you're strictly hetero and you want a monogamous relationship, I understand you may change. And also, for a few of my sister's friends that have gone through that journey, honestly, in middle age, I think maybe five of them are now lesbians. Like they are with a woman. And it's life journey. Like just as you grow and then you realize that there is some internal homophobia and wanting to conform to society. That obviously that is my sister's 10 years older than me. But I think a lot of people do go through that journey, and then as they get older and realize life is too short to just be pleasing everybody, you settle on what you're naturally attracted to and who you want to spend the rest of your life with. So I get him just bowing out, just being like, you know what, cool, this isn't for me.
Yeah. Will Smith, just so naughty.
But what she was wearing was a bit crazy though. That was a crazy outfit.
What did she wear? What was the outfit?
The red blazer. It was like a red suit, and what was her trousers? And it was very studdish. It was very masculine compared to how she'd been dressing before.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I just remember her in dresses, really, like jumper dresses type thing, I think. But yeah.
Did you notice Mo around? I did not notice him. Maybe I was sleeping.
Maybe once in the quarter, but no.
Mo told her he had never dated a black woman.
Jesus.
Oh. And she still went through with an engagement.
I mean, she has her own, innit? Who is she to judge?
Would you ever go out with a dude that is like, he's black, you are the first black girl that I've ever been out with?
At my age now? Absolutely not. No. No way. No way. Absolutely not. For you to come and experiment with me and be like, oh, your hair's different. No.
Oh no, Brittany, come on. Thank you, Sonia. Hell no. That is.
Yeah, I think
Dammy said yes.
Dammy said yes. No, I think she meant yep to something else.
Oh, okay.
I think it was yep to, what was it? I think it was something else anyway. But Tammy, you can clarify.
Dammy, let us know, would you?
Oh, yep. As she knew that's what was said. It happened.
Okay.
Christian Jane is saying, I think she broke off the engagement because of that. I think. I mean, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot be your first. Absolutely not. Because absolutely not. No.
Do you know how much? I would feel offended, first of all, that you even think that I would want to be your first, yeah. And then like I'm just like, you don't need to be dated. You need to be in therapy. That's what you need to do. You need to work through these issues. Do you know what I mean? Because there's no way I'm gonna help you work through these issues. Absolutely not.
Just stick with what you like.
You got
like I'm not gonna be the experiment. Like, why we don't have to do this. If you've consistently gone for a Caucasian woman, marry her too. Like that's your type. Why are you now going to try and be like, oh no, but I want no, you don't want a black woman. You've literally always wanted a white one.
You don't. It's Ew, Mo. Don't like that. Okay, so this is kind of in two halves. I should have done this on the same page. But two halves. So we did have, let's start this half, right? So Mason, his name is Mason, isn't it? Yeah, Mason was chatting to Madison and Meg at the same time.
Why are they all M names? This is a lot.
I know.
Madison,
very annoying.
Madison, Mason, Meg. Okay, cool.
Very annoying. I think this was the cinematographer guy, right? So just like, oh, you're a bit arty and everything like that. Both of these girls are also arty. Ooh, funny.
Hey, Fumi, thank you. Fumi's been a member for 7 months and is saying Mo wanted the Black Love edit and they could sniff it. They sniffed his desperation. They was like, absolutely not.
Yeah. But then you could argue, so did Britney then. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying in Minnesota. All M's.
It's too much, man.
DEI rollback.
And it's not like these, like her, what was her name again? Madison and Meg look similar, but Madison looked similar to Sarah. So each time they would pop up, I was just like, who is it again? Like, it's just, you know, that kind of like broad-shouldered, blonde, ash blonde white woman. Like, it's just too similar. Too many people look the same.
They did. It was a lot of blonde. There was a lot of blonde going on and a lot of pale skin. Yeah. So they both were chatting to this guy, right? So Madison had 2 people after her, which was this guy, Mason, and also Alex, right? So she had 2 options, right? Meg just had Mason. So yeah, this is going to be delayed. She just had Mason. Meg is like this free spirit. She probably is one of you guys. She's probably one of your cousins, like crystals, all of that kind of stuff. She's probably into all of that. No,
Meg is just weird. Just simply.
What do you mean? She likes conspiracies, aliens. She loves all of that. She probably does yoga. She does yoga. She definitely does yoga. Yeah. She does yoga. Probably Pilates as well. And Madison is an artist, right? She's like paint artist kind of thing. So Madison, let me just quickly. Oh no! Oh God, I've gone too far. Madison was also chatting to this guy, Alex. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, God. Alex was the one. His whole thing was I was bullied and I've had a glow up. That was his story. He had like a afro and stuff. He was saying that he used to wear this purple jumper. Allegedly, he used to wear it every day. Just wear the same thing, and he was bullied so much that he had to eat his lunch in the bathrooms. Right? Do you know what I mean? Like a scene out of my favorite film, Mean Girls. Like, yes, every teenage drama that has. But he didn't say, or was he fat as well? Did he add in that he was fat?
No, I don't know. But when he was saying about the purple jumper, I thought, oh, was you a bit round? That's what I thought.
That's what I picked. Yeah. He painted a picture like he was a fat kid with an afro, braces. Nobody wanted to chat to him.
Yeah, no one wanted to chat. We will come back to Alex. Yeah. Don't worry. We're going to come back to him. Afro wear, by the way. What are you talking about? But anyway, Madison, let's just quickly Madison, basically, she's got options and she knows it, and she's very confident, and she's just like, I like both of you. Do you know what I mean? I'm dating. This is what this is all about, and everything like that. And in one episode, she gives her alien bear to Alex, right? This is the strongest indicator, is it not, that she likes Alex more? I would assume, right?
I took it as that.
Yeah. Right. She's then in a session with Mason, and she's just like, well, you know, other people are like seeming to be like more committed. She called this out of like, they're saying they're more committed. He's just like, okay, well then I'm committed. I like you. She literally asked for it. She did. So he basically said, oh, I really like you. Meg, obviously, is just like, you know, she's vibing with this guy. She notices that the vibe is off. She can sort of crystal magic.
Like I can feel through the wall. This isn't This is feeling right.
The vibe, you know. And she is very much like this as well. She's very like moving with her body.
She talks a lot. Like the girl didn't stop talking when she was in there.
Honestly,
she was when Meg was in there. Meg was giving me a headache. Like literally, I was like, oh my god, this one don't stop. It was a lot. She was
way too much. And I thought, how can you like her?
That's what I was thinking. Honestly, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, are you listening to this girl? But maybe you're insane too. So maybe it works. But
maybe
she, to me, was the biggest jar. But he seemed to like her as well. So I don't know.
And the thing is, his personality and her personality were always like almost like a match, right? His favorite film, she mentioned it before he mentioned it. Like they just had like so many different connectors. Like they were really into the alien stuff as well, kind of thing. They seemed like they got on big time. They really did. But she was more into him, and he chose Madison. Now Madison, you know, she's with she wants to be with Alex, right?
Yeah.
But Alex, at this point, who else was Alex dating? He was dating someone else. I can't remember. But
who else was it? Because it was another blonde.
People. I can't remember.
Yeah, he was. He was talking to other people. This is the whole, because they were all intermingling. I couldn't tell, and they all looked the flipping same. Like, yeah. But yes, Alex was talking to other. He did have another one too.
He really did. And then but he then also said that he wanted to be more with her. And then so they have this conversation now where let's go to Alex's face. He was like, I want you to be my girlfriend. Do you know what I mean? And she's just like, yes, okay, cool. Mind you, she hasn't told Mason any of this, right? Do you know what I mean? She hasn't told him any of this. So now she's boyfriend and girlfriend with this guy. I think they almost sleep on it as well. So there's a whole night that goes in between this, right? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like when he goes back, when Mason and Alex are in the men's quarters, like Alex knows that the other guy that Madison was seeing, oh my God, is Mason.
Yes.
He knows, but he's going up to the guy. Oh, how you doing? How's your conversation? Like, do you know what I mean? Like I thought he's taunting him, right? Like it seemed a bit off the way he knew who Mason was to Madison, and he was just like, yeah, mine's going great. Do you know what I mean? How's yours going? Like, you know, it just seemed really, really odd knowing that it was he was with Madison. I didn't like that at all.
See, I thought he was trying to have a conversation to see if Madison had kind of been talking to Mason in the same way as she had with Alex. That's how instead of him just plainly asking, it was like, I'm trying to chat, and if you let off some information, then I will let off some information. But he weren't letting off any information because there kind of wasn't any information to tell him, and he also didn't tell him any information. It was a weird convo, but I think he was trying to gauge, is she playing both of us without saying? She could be playing both of us, but then from that convo, I think he was like, I think I'm leading. I think that's how he walked away from it. But I don't know why they weren't just plainly talking. It felt very girly to me as well. Like that's what the girls were doing. Usually the men are like, this is what's going on. But these two were dancing around it.
It seemed very, very childish to me. And it seems like, and also as well, when he made Madison his girlfriend, that he went over and hugs Mason. I just thought this is weird. Like, you know this. And then when Mason's going out and doing the lonely walk to the pod, you know, like you're just like, you know, good luck, guy. Like, you know, you've just taken his girl. Like, what the hell is going on? And other people know as well. This is why I think Mason, not Mason, Alex, not a good guy. Definitely. From then, even we'll talk about what else has come out. But like, you're not a good guy at all, because you're actually mocking Mason.
When has there ever been a stage in between of boyfriend and girlfriend before you're going to do the engagement? Like, I was literally like, what are you saying yes to? What are you have not seen each other, you're still chatting with a wall between you. Move on to the next stage if you want to move. There isn't an intermediate boyfriend and girlfriend stage. Get ready to propose and then go to the retreat. That's it. Move on. Right. Like, I was like, what is going on here?
It was very strange, but he basically wanted to keep her on ice. That's what he did. So then Madison is like, okay, let me talk to Mason now. And she's just like, well, you've probably heard, but you know, I'm with Alex now. Like, that's my boyfriend. Do you know what I mean? And by the way, I've told Meg everything. So, you know, that's the name of the game. You date multiple people, it is what it is. That's she was so savage. Yeah.
Madison's always I didn't like her from jump. From when people started talking to her, I was like, I don't know. Are you listening to this girl? She's got a lot going on. A lot's happened to her. She's got a lot happening.
Yeah.
Of course she's going to be able to twist all of you guys up. Like, it was like, did you listen to her story? She's been through a lot.
This is the thing. I do think that is why, also part of the reason why Alex picked her as well, because of her story and because of everything. And he was doing a fair bit of nigging, in my opinion. Do you know what I mean? But the way she treated Mason was wild. Before he said what he said, she treated him wild. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then he was just like, yeah, I shouldn't have said what I said to you. I shouldn't have said I was committed to you because I basically, and I think she maybe finished the sentence, what, you didn't mean it.
You know, if he was standing there, he would have got sparked.
Oh my God. She would have threw the paintbrush and, and the water, everything. Jesus. Yeah. So yeah, Mason tried to backtrack and Madison was not impressed with that at all. And yeah, but she had already told Meg anyway, so she kind of didn't really need to blow up or anything like that, because you've already done him dirty. Yeah. However, what I will say is, I think like Madison, I think she thinks very highly of herself anyway. But I do think that whole of like, oh, is he trying to play both of us? I'm gonna get you. Do you know what I mean? I think she came with that mentality, but I don't actually think that was Mason was doing that vindictively to Madison. Do you know what I mean? Because he made it clear that he liked her, that he was going to commit to her. So he wasn't trying to do that. He was trying to do that to Meg. He was trying to string her along. Do you know what I mean? So
Meg was like me, Chelsea, and Micah. And how Kwame really liked Micah, and then Micah just like sacked him off, and then he was like, oh my God, I've got to go to Chelsea. I think Meg was always I could do this with you. I kind of like you, but really, I really like Madison, but she's being a little bit unobtainable in a way. Like she but I think Madison was affronted that Meg was even in the picture. She wanted two men solely chasing her.
Yeah.
So that Mason had even the balls to be like, I'm going to carry on talking to Meg. She was like, who the hell do you think you are? Well, you better chase after me.
Like, but didn't she? She had already told Meg at this point. She came into that meeting already telling, like, so it was just what.
She didn't need to switch on him really, because you've already done damage. Like, it was like, you're just now being an arsehole.
She was being an arsehole. She absolutely was.
Can you imagine her in a relationship? Oh my God.
Absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. I think she's interesting to watch though, but she's absolute nightmare. So then Meg talks to Mason, and Mason's obviously, you know, quite nervous, and he's just like, look, I shouldn't have said what I said. I should.
I mean, he weren't lying. All right, so he said it. But
no,
sometimes
he is lying. He is.
Okay. No, he said it, but
yeah.
Obviously now he's got more information. So you can be like, I shouldn't have said it to her because she wasn't worthy of what I was saying.
That's not what he said. First
it's
of all,
not, but it could have been what was
meaning.
running through his mind of like, I just jumped the gun with her, but she wasn't worthy, and it's you.
She's only not worthy because
good.
she didn't pick you.
Yes,
she didn't pick you back, and she made someone her boyfriend before even talking to me.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that cream pie thing was just. I was genuinely, me being the innocent person I am, I was genuinely like, why are they like, do they really like cream pies? Like, what's going on? I was genuinely like, what are they talking about? And then when it clicked, I was just like, ugh. And it disgusting. Disgusting. And then why is she having those deep sexual talks with him if she likes Alex?
This is the whole Mason was thinking, it's growing with this girl. Like, Madison played them, man. She played them.
But the thing is, if you're able to twist up a guy's head, without even seeing them, like, do you know what I mean? Then you're not for me, then are you? So Madison is kind of she had him whipped, made him forced him to choose her, knowing that she wanted to be with someone else. That's wild. Just
for her ego. Her ego was on one.
It's impressive.
And then it was also like, Meg, I'm also going to tell you everything. It was just for a little bit of sauce. Like, I'm also going to crash your hopes. Like, nah, she's a bitch.
She gave Boosie. She gave Bear Alien to Alex, so she knew that she wanted to be with Alex. She knew
and also she was Alex's girlfriend. Like, she had set it all up. She was. She wanted Alex, but
she's savage.
She liked the attention from Mason. Yeah. No,
Mason. But Mason fell for it though, because if the girl I'm talking to that I've made number one in my eyes, is giving the next guy a bear, are you fucking kidding me? Like, no, like, Meg, come, let's go. Like, you know what I mean?
I think he thought maybe she's doing it, and I need to step up. I don't know what type of shit she was telling this dude, but
she talking about cream pies, bruv.
He was horny. Like, literally, he was like, I want piece of her.
He was so horny. So yeah, Meg talks to Mason, and he's just like, yeah, I said the wrong thing. And she was just like, first of all, it seemed like she was gonna have it, you know, because she was doing like peace and love, like, you know, oh, okay, like, okay, like she was doing.
At least you're being honest with me. I did think, no, she's having this. Like, he actually can twang his way through all of this.
Yeah. And basically, then she kind of switched it. She was just like, yeah, I can't be number two. Do you know what I mean? Basically. And it's fair. It would have been way too embarrassing. That is probably no. Because
Chelsea did it.
Who?
Chelsea did it. Bliss did it. Yeah,
did that work out? That didn't. No, the only people it's worked out for is Zach, but that didn't happen in the pods. Zach and Bliss. Bliss one is
who was it worked out for? Kwame and Chelsea it worked out for. They're still together.
No, but did he propose to Micah?
Remember, he was trying to do the proposal question, and then Micah like sacked it off.
Yeah, but he didn't actually. Okay, that's a half point, because he didn't actually propose.
He was ready to be like, Micah, it's you, and she was like, it's this dude. And so he had to come out, and then he was bawling on the table for ages. I shouldn't even laugh.
Okay, fair. Okay, full point.
And then Chelsea had it. Chelsea was like, okay.
No, it's real, and they work for Netflix. They work for Love Is Blind now, don't they?
Yes. Recording getting these other dummies to be a part of it.
We have to blame Chelsea. Chelsea, this is your fault. We don't want any more of you, thanks.
Yeah.
It's enough. It's enough. Oh yeah, true. Nicole and Benihana.
Oh yeah, and I mean, imagine if she had missed out on him, a millionaire, for flipping lying Sam. I'd be kicking my life.
Crazy. crazy. She must be one of God's favorites. She must be.
Oh, her ancestors they were working hard, like literally get that man.
So yeah, so basically Mason ended up with nobody. He ended up with nobody. We will come back to Alex in a second, but before that, let's talk about Lauren and Dave. Oh, Lauren and Dave. Dave was dating multiple women. I think at one point he was he dating Sarah as well? But he was also dating Molly as well, right? So I should put a picture of Molly. So he was finding it difficult to choose between the two. And basically Lauren said, pick me.
Literally. Literally said it. Who do you think out of the two of them though? Like Lauren or Molly? Who should he have gone with? I'm really on the fence on this. I don't know which one would have been it's the better woman for him.
You know what? I quite liked Molly. I thought she was okay. She was kind of harmless, maybe a bit more interesting. A little bit more interesting. I find Lauren to be very bland. But Molly was just under no circumstances am I going to convince you. Either want me or you don't. And I love that she stood on business with that. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, that was cool. What was the issue? Because he had a go at. So yes, walking red flag. Yes, Dave is a red flag, and he was really not so blunt now. He was really showing signs of his red flags. Like, it was always like he was going whoop. Do you know what I mean?
From the beginning.
Honestly, because he got onto Molly for her being with someone like not too long before the show started. What is there like a ritual of purity that we're unaware of, that Dave has been told that, you know, all the women must not have slept with anybody in the last year or so, do you know what I mean, before they can come onto the show? Because I just don't get why he was, because he had a go at Molly about the same thing. Molly's the redhead. He was saying, go on.
I didn't understand that he had not been involved with somebody romantically for a couple of years, but that was his choice, not because you knew Love is Blind was coming to the area. Like, you literally you hadn't found somebody. Why would you think that everybody in the process would be the same as you? I was really perplexed. Like, that's not a criteria that you haven't been with somebody for 2 years to get on the show.
It was really, really weird. And he was just saying kind of weird things to them, but I can't even remember off the top of my head. And he constantly talked about his sister. Oh, I don't know if my sister would like that. My sister's thinking, does he have a sister? Are we sure that this person exists? Has anyone seen her?
We should be seeing the sister in the next bank. But that in itself, if I'm hearing somebody constantly talking about their sister, I'm gonna be scared of that. Because that's too much control. My sister didn't want me to do it, and you're fretting now that you're in the process. Like, I'm actually seeing on your face, you are fretting at what your sister is gonna say, that you've gone through with this process, and you're a big hardback 30-something-year-old man. Absolutely not. And I'm supposed to be your wife. Really? Your sister's gonna be running our house.
Like, does she pay? Like, does she support him? Is she fronting his lifestyle? Like, I just thought, like, no, I feel like this is an excuse. I think this is the things that you want to say you're annoyed about, you're saying it's your sister. Like, do you know what I mean? I just seen using as an excuse. And yes, it was given a bit I agree with you, Boosie, Tim vibes as well. Do you remember Tim? And he was talking about his sisters that had passed away all the time to make him seem like a normal, good person. He was taking on the attributes of his sisters. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was just
Erin said she breastfed him, Sade. That's how he was going on. I understand he's lost his mum. I got all of that. Like, you know, she stepped up, but bro, it's a bit weird. And he just you know, because I want somebody like my sister, her vibe, she's so fun to be around. It was like, do you want to live with your sister?
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It was a lot. We don't need to hear all of this. Like, honestly, even if we did, like, I'm a person, I do talk about my brother quite a bit, but I hope it's not overbearing like that. I was just, you know, you just check yourself like, shit, am I doing that? Because that is wild. Like, seriously.
Or don't, when that man comes along, as I said he was going to this year, just don't mention your brother a lot to him. That's all.
I'll just say, yeah, we're nearly in March, bro.
We got a whole 9 more months. Like the year just begun. Like just getting going. Like,
oh, I forgot. Actually, I'm married. I've got a husband.
Yeah, to the dude that is coming this year. Like you say it already. Like, what's that thing that you're supposed to do? You be it, and then it happens. That's the way of the. That's the way of the manifestation.
Not see it, believe it, be it. Is that?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. That one.
Okay, no. I'll never fault you for the continual optimism and trying the effort.
Look, when you get married at the end of the year.
Married? Are you okay?
All right, no, okay. What I did say at the beginning was just that he was coming along. But all right, next year when you get married, we can go back to all of these episodes.
Okay, cool. Bet. Let's do it.
Will Smith said, Sade, more confession.
Which I confess now. Sorry, I'll be talking, you know. I'm a chatty patty. I need to stop. I need to rail it in. Like Dave should have done. But Dave was just very irritating. Like, I really didn't like him. I just thought he was just quite obnoxious in just the way that he was talking. And I thought that Lauren is I just don't, where's your gumption? Like, where was your kind of like standing up for yourself? Like, I just didn't like it. I don't know. Like, even one time when I saw, what was she crying about? Okay, so basically it turned out that Lauren was casually seeing someone. She, even herself, she said it was friends with benefits, yeah? Didn't mean anything, whatever kind of thing, just before the show. Or kind of maybe a month or two before the show. Dave hears about this and he is now like, oh my God, like he's just like, how could you do this? Like, what kind of person does this? Like, who... What? I don't even know, but he's just like, what's my friends gonna think, what's my sister gonna think, and that now they know and stuff, and that is a problem because they have similar circles, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
Dave knows the guy, or was it 2 guys? Because I heard them talking about it was 2 people that Lauren has been with that Dave knows of, that he kind of partially knows them, and his friends.
Oh yes, her ex, he knows. Her ex. Yeah,
and then this friends with benefits. But right. I think his brethren's, how he was making it out, and again, we can't trust Dave because it's how he talks about his sister. His brethren seem to be saying that she's a slag. That's how he's making it out, that they are saying to him, she's a bit for the streets.
Yeah. So at one point, she's crying on the sofa. He is like you can't see, an arm length away from her. She's literally crying. He's doing this, prodding her shoulder, like they're there. Like, I was just like, this guy has no empathy, and I believe he's the one behind it, because even when they was gonna have dinner, she wanted to basically talk to his friends and say like, look, this is what the story is, because Dave was saying like, how can I believe what's being said? I don't know. I mean, she's told you what it is. Like, what is there to believe? Why are you so mad about this? It seemed like he was just looking for an excuse. And then he was just like, oh, my friends are on standby to come to this dinner. She was just like, standby, like they wasn't going to be coming. Like, what? What are you talking about? And I was just like, those friends would never come in. In fact, which friends are these? Again, I need to see them to see that they exist. I just don't believe him at all. Like, I really don't. I think he doesn't like Lauren, and he was just like, how the hell can I get out of this? And this
let me make this a bigger problem than it actually is, because realistically you two didn't even know each other.
No, she
ain't with you. You've met at this process. If she has had sex a month before or 10 years before, it has nothing to do with you. Exactly. So it's just a weird, and also this doesn't sound like a huge place. So you may know of each other. You've got two people in there that went to the same flipping primary school. Like you may know of people, and this ain't her man. It's just a friends with benefits. It's just a weird thing to be so het up about when you are in your 30s. 16, I can understand, but not as a big man. Not as a big man. It's like, come on now. This is wild work. And that she's crying about it, and you still don't seem to care. He watched her cry way too many times when she was in front of her friends. She's bawling, and he just seemed to be immune to her tears.
He was like, he didn't give a fuck. He didn't give a caca at all. Like, and that's the thing. Someone said as well. Yeah, she weren't giving it up in Honduras when they were on the honeymoon thing, because she was talking about. And again, not everything needs to be on camera. Like, oh, she can't have sex 24 hours after she waxes. Okay, cool. But then he was going around the camp asking people, "Have you had sex yet? Have you had sex? Like, are you okay? Like, bruv, how hungry are you? Like, honestly."
He just wanted to smash.
Starving. He just wanted to smash. He really did.
After that, I think he was just annoyed with her. Is why he kept on bringing up the exes. I think he thought honeymoon were going to be at it like rabbits.
Yeah,
they weren't, and then he started to be like, "I'm annoyed.
Yeah,
like, why did I even pick her?
How do you smash this guy and not me?" Basically, that's the thing. And yes, he did live. So apparently, where they're filming in the blocks, he was in the same. Like he lived in the same apartment building as the contestants, as well.
Oh, the friends with benefits guy.
Yeah, he lives there. He's a lawyer. He's been mocking it though, because he created his own poster, like he was in the film. He was in the.
Oh, serious? Oh Lord.
No, he's out of order. He messaged one of the girls and was just like, one of her friends, he messaged and he was like, "Oh, how about we crash this wedding?" or something like that. Destroy this wedding. He's out of order. Serious.
Dammy, you're so spot on. Dave mentioning Molly whilst they were on their honeymoon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he don't like Lauren. I don't blame him. Lauren is a little bit sappy as well, so they're not really a great match, really.
To be fair, they didn't feel like, none of the couples, I think maybe apart from Joey and Monica, to me, seem like they're comfortable. Like, do you know what I mean, with each other? Like, you get this awkwardness, and I know it does take a little bit of time, but like, I was just like, this feels odd. Like the way she's sitting, the way, like, it just seemed like, okay, we're gonna kiss now. Like, it just seemed very. Maybe it's to do with the cameras being there. I don't know, but
no, I know what you're saying, because usually there is like at least two couples, two or three sometimes, that you can really tell they're passionate about while they're on the honeymoon, and then there's always that one or two that are a little bit more frigid and somebody doesn't like the other person. It didn't feel like we were really getting that from any of these guys. Like there wasn't that overly passionate, like, oh my God, first night we banged couple. No. None of them really have that. But these two definitely, I think Dave just don't really like her. Yeah. He's like, you're playing. He weren't messing about when he said he didn't like her hair in braids. He absolutely didn't.
Oh my God, do you remember that?
Yeah, he don't like her.
He was just like, no.
The cameras weren't there. He'd probably be like, "Don't do that ethnic shift around me."
Yeah, take it out. He would take it out of her hair. He would take the hairband out. He would take it out. I don't like that. Don't do that again. Honestly.
I'd be chilling. Said it has to do with the dude. It's because no man wants his wife wants to wife the former jump off of a man he doesn't even respect. That's not it. He don't like her.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I could see that.
But the fact that they're trying to convince him, and again, it's just like this dude is not a good dude. Who you still trying to want to marry? Like, seriously, like, just pick yourself up, get off the floor, get off the friggin' floor.
Literally crying in his face, and he couldn't even give you a hug. He didn't care.
It was when he prodded her shoulder, like, there.
No.
Seriously, Brucey said, these blonde politics. Blonde politics. I want to stay far.
I think, is Dave rich? I can't remember. Did we see Dave's house?
I don't think yes, we did, and there was nothing in it, which was giving me very much rented Airbnb. Like it was giving that, because it was literally empty fridge, empty cupboards, like really, really nothing.
I remember.
Yeah,
he had a beer. He had a beer in the fridge. Okay. Well, it didn't look anything spectacular, to be fair. Or if she was after him because he's rich, I'm not sure.
But he also didn't he works with maybe supplies for plastic surgery stuff or something like that.
Yeah.
I think he's a weirdo. I think he's an absolute weirdo. Okay, so on to Alex again. Now we can Alex. So yeah, Alex basically went to chat with Madison, and Madison's obviously in a great mood. She's just like, yeah, dump Mason, you know, do you know what I mean? And yeah, like, I'm free, I'm yours basically now. Alex was just like, don't really like the way you treated my boy. I don't like what you done there. Madison's like, what the heck? What do you mean? He hurt me. And then I was just like, Madison, that's not really true, is it? It hurt you. You know, you dumped him, so I think that's fair. And he backtracked, so I do get that bit. But Alex riding hard for Mason, I hated it. I absolutely hated it, because it was, and what I didn't realize, that I was seeing the works of a psychopath, like, to be honest, like, do you know what I mean? Like, this is it, because it's like, now you're making, although Madison is not completely in the right, I want to underline that point. She is not. What she's done is out of order as well. But however, you wanted this girl. You made this girl your girlfriend. Yeah? Do you know what I mean? What are you worried about next man for? She's with you. She's freaking with you. You chose her. Do you know what I mean?
Alex is a psycho as well. And he spotted Madison from the. He was like, you're actually not going to play. He spotted a player. He was like, we can spar on this, but absolutely not. Are we? But we're not leaving together. He clocked her because he too is a psycho.
Yeah.
Like, he was just playing. He was literally just playing a game. To be so cold when you know at this moment in time it's engagement time, and to try and give a speech of like, I'm not really ready. I was like, this guy is a sicko. And that was before everything else came out. I was just like, Alex is a sicko. He's sick.
He wanted to humble her. He basically did. He was like, it's almost like he made a plan with Mason or something. Like, or maybe he's avenging on Mason's behalf. I just don't know what it is. But it was just like, first of all, you're taunting the guy. Now you're just like, no, because she's disrespected you. Now you've got some moral high ground and you need to humble her. Like, no, something is off. Something is off.
Sicko. He was just playing. Or my other theory is, as it was going along and he could see that actually we've got a bit of a big storyline going, he thought, let me check out of this because I got shit out there and maybe this isn't right. That maybe like he came to and just thought, no, we could actually, I could be a major storyline in this, and then I'm going to get exposed.
I don't even know. I think she wasn't playing ball enough. I think it was just like, oh, you're not the type of woman I can make into the kind of woman that he wants, which is allegedly to look younger, act younger, be younger. Do you know what I mean? Allegedly.
It's
so yeah. Yeah. So he done that, which was really wild. Let me just line up. I'm gonna play because a lot of has come out about Alex in the meantime. He went on the vial files.
Okay.
Yeah, he went on there. This was I think just before the allegations came out, and he was basically saying, oh, you know, I spent more time with Mason than I did with Madison. So he was like my boy in there. So, you know, I didn't really like how she came across. He called her a bully, you know, do you know what I mean? I was just like, oh, wow, you're really going in to assassinate her character. I was just like, this is what you call heinous.
Yeah. Madison
behavior.
must have said something, and he was like, I'm gonna get you, sucker. Like, literally, he was like, I'm gonna get you. But he didn't know, all of those finger pointing, the rest is pointing back at you.
He didn't know that story time with Ricky was on the case. Like, he didn't know he was dealing with at all. Because we see, like, she basically released some receipts, and apparently we're going to play these. Apparently she had some of these receipts before, but she wanted to talk to some of the women herself beforehand to make sure that everything is what it is, right? But this is still all allegedly at the moment. But yeah, let's play. For those that haven't seen, we're going to play this. Is this thing? Sorry, one second.
So Alex was Alex at the reunion of season 7? Was he one of them?
Alex
no.
I believe it was Britney, Ben, and Sarah. That's who I think
it was. Yeah. Okay, so that's why Ben was already being spoken about, but Alex. Okay, so Alex is only now being spoken about from these shows. He doesn't have. Okay, cool. I get it.
Yeah. Storytime with Licky. She's the truth, man. Seriously. Okay, let's go. Oh, sugar.
Cool. The allegations being made about Alex. Honestly, I did not want to touch this story until I talked to the women myself. So yes, I personally talked to 6 of the women who came forward and made allegations about Alex.
Can I just say, like, she's legit. Do you know what I mean? She's doing the actual research that needs to be done.
They were able to provide some level of receipts. The events happened over a decade ago, so they were able to gather what they could. We're going to go over it all here today. There's a lot to unpack here. There's a lot to go over, but trust me, you're going to want to watch this.
Also, trigger warning as well, please, guys, like underage stuff and everything like that.
Video. So starting from the beginning, if you have no idea what's going on, Alex from Love is Blind season 8 was posted in the Are We Dating the Same Guy Minneapolis group. He was posted back in June. So this is before the season cast was announced. This is before he was on the season 7 reunion. It is before anybody knew who he was. When he was posted in this group, a lot of anonymous users came forward with some very serious allegations against Alex. Pause to read, but it's probably nothing you haven't seen already up until this point.
So, and here, basically it's saying that he went to someone's school, he likes younger ladies, that he used to have this house where he would, give like underaged young ladies like alcohol in return for sexual favors. Allegedly.
The women actually located me, and I was able to locate the rest. Get a little bit more context behind these allegations. Here's what I found. So here we go. I knew Alex October 2015, April 2016. I was one of the girls who would party with him. I was 17. There were other high schooler guys and girls, all 15 to 17. I remember Alex, we called him Brownie. Alex gave us free booze and I believe weed whenever we went over. I'm not even kidding. The walls would be lined with alcohol. I knew he would be alone with minors, girls at these parties in the basement. I've been doing some digging and I found the house that he was renting. So I did ask 2 of the women if they were able to locate where these parties took place. It's worth mentioning that 2 of the women were able to look at pictures that they took from this home. And, an iPhone geotags the location or tells where a photo was taken. And 2 separate women were able to identify the same house. This is one woman, as you can see, it's on 10th by St. Bonaventure Church, which you can see in the corner there. This is an entirely different victim, St. Bonaventure Church and 10th Street. It's worth mentioning that one of the geotag photos that I just showed you was timestamped December 12th, 2015, making Alex at the time 20 years old. One of the victims was able to provide a photo from these parties. Everybody's face has been blocked out, obviously, because they are minors, but you can see that there is tons of alcohol. I do have the address of this home, which is publicly listed as one of Alex's previous addresses. I did block out the address, but as you can see, this location is the same location that is on 10th Avenue that the victim's photos were pinging from. And from the pictures provided, you can see that this is the same home, same living room. Previous addresses are public record. So it is public record that this address is listed as a previous address for Alex. Before you say, how do we know that it's the same Alex Brown? The address listed right beneath it is also a previous address of Alex that I have a lease agreement for. Just so we know that we're talking about the same Alex here, and that address does actually link back to the Alex Brown in question. Here is a contract for another previous address of Alex. Some of the victims were able to provide multiple pictures from this home and these parties where you can clearly see a lot of alcohol and teenagers. This is just for context. Again, for context.
So it said on the screen that she verified the age of the people in there as well.
So they were
again,
15 to 17.
15 to 17.
And he's 20.
Allegedly at this time. Wow.
Next. Now it is unclear what transpired at these parties or in the basement of these parties, but what is clear is that parties were taking place at a location that Alex is linked to, and alcohol was provided to minors. It is also worth mentioning that no criminal charges have been filed against Alex, and there are no police reports or incident reports on file for Alex. I did check. Now, here's where things take a turn. You guys know on the show how Alex mentioned that he had a girlfriend for 2 years and she cheated on him the whole time and gave this whole sob story to garner sympathy. Well, I spoke to this ex-girlfriend and she gave me a little bit more details on their relationship. Now, she did provide photos of the two of them together, which I am not going to show here. She did provide proof that her and Alex were actually in a relationship. And this is what she shared with me. She said that he was obsessed with making her look younger. He asked her to wear her hair a certain way, asked her to get braces, and he requested that she dress younger. She said that one day they were out on a date. She was wearing a dress and wedges and they saw a young girl. She said to her knowledge, she looked about 13 to 14 years old, who was wearing skinny jeans, Converse, and a crop top. And he said, you should dress more like that. She also said that when together,
do you know how wild that is?
What?
It's so disgusting.
Oh, Alex.
Honestly, it's so disgusting.
Liked watching young porn. Told her that you can just type young after any search watching. They will give you searches of people who look really young. She said that when they were together, that Alex warned her that there might be young girls coming forward accusing him of certain things and to ignore them because
the 2-year girlfriend that he spoke about.
Yeah.
He was telling her from then that young girls will come forward.
Yeah.
So
you've been on this.
And you go on Love is Blind.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what? You know what? This is like, what's going on with people? You know that you're probably going to be found out.
You know what? Yeah, I feel like this season especially has just highlighted again. I will say that you've got deviants just hiding in plain sight. Do you know what I mean? Like they're just your actual. If this is all true, because we still have to say allegedly at this point, because he hasn't been charged with anything, well, to our knowledge or whatever kind of thing. But like you're actual deviant. You actually are. You're a psychopath.
This is so wild to have this going on. Like even just in your normal relationship, you were warning, and then you went on international television.
Wild.
They're all young girls who were obsessed with him. She did go on to say that she was a TA in college and she would often read some of Alex's essays and just give her feedback on them. And she said that for his environmental ethics class at Normandale College, he had an essay on utilitarianism and how stealing someone's food and replacing it before they notice is the same as S-ing someone in their sleep and them having no idea that they were S-ed. For context, utilitarianism.
Can you imagine? No, he's sick in the head and he's been sick.
Yeah. So this is schoolwork. This is like his uni time. So again, he's like 20, 21.
Yeah. So you're justifying. So you're writing your thoughts down and justifying it.
How'd you get there though? Like,
You know what?
Also,
the thing is, yeah, it will never it never underestimates me how people can intellectualize anything. Do you know what I mean? And even if that applies to a deviant thing, then of course they're going to do that too. He thinks he's smart. He thinks he's absolutely smart. So he was just like, well, how smart am I? Let me bring it into my academics. Because he must be like, if you're sick, I don't want to say sick like there's an excuse, like, do you know what I mean? But if you're a sick person, it must be all consuming, no?
Yeah. So you're always thinking about it, and your brain would always be justifying it because you obviously morally and society wise, you know that this is wrong. Like it's presented to you as wrong all the time. But your mind is always going to be trying to justify it. But to put it in your schoolwork, but then, I would still side eye if I received that paper, you know. Can't lie. If I
you should be expelled.
I would be like, okay, so you're going to try and and if the argument was quite convincing, I would also be like, I think I've got a sociopath in my class.
You need to be put on a watch list.
Yeah.
You definitely need to be put on a watch list, because what the hell? And this is the thing, it's just like it goes through the cracks where people think like, do you know what I mean? Like, oh, because I can have an intelligent argument about it, it's okay. No, if this is what you're thinking, it's a red fucking flag. That's what this is.
Definitely. Do you know what I mean? Nobody should have been getting that paper and it's just being like, oh, he's just trying to find an innovative way to write his essay.
Right. Wild. We'll continue.
Is a theory that states that the best action is one that produces the most good for the most people. So I guess the point of the paper was to take a small example and apply it to an extreme and see if the result still applies when applied to an extreme. Now, while I don't have access to the paper itself, I do have a text thread conversation where she raises her concerns about this paper. Okay, so let's get into these text messages. Before anybody says, how do we know that this is Alex? I asked for the phone number, and this number is publicly linked to the Alex Brown.
Oh my God,
as you can see here, he says, do you want to read my essay? I use the grape during sleep argument, might get an F. She says, oh my God, let me read it.
So you know, yeah, you know.
Also be careful because your teacher might report it. He says the guideline for the essay is to come up with an actual situation in my life that I'm not sure was either morally right or wrong, and to analyze it from the lens of a utilitarian. It's just a first draft. She says, very interesting. If utilitarianism benefits everyone, how was the grape beneficial?
Sorry, also as well, yeah, I'm not entertaining this, you know.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm glad the girl has it, but she's talking to him too much.
Exactly. But we'll continue.
To the girl. He sends a face and says, did you read it? She says, yes, I'm talking about the last sentence in your conclusion. He says it's irrelevant because there was no effect for the girl. Just like me throwing my trash in the garbage, no effect for everyone else.
Just like me throwing my trash in the garbage.
And the girl, so in that example, does he say how she got unconscious?
I don't know.
Is it, because it's like so I get the premise of it, that it does have to be an extreme in order to apply it, but for there not to be any harm, you have to explain how she was unharmed to get unconscious for you to do your thing. Like, what did you do? Like, really, there's harm all the way through it because she wasn't even conscious.
Exactly. But but you shouldn't have to argue this point.
I mean, she's really talking to him in this thread, like literally trying to pull apart this essay. I'd be like, you're sick, and you said this is based on your life. What the hell did you do?
What did you do? Crazy work.
She goes on to say, sure, but according to your conclusion, it benefits everyone. He goes on to say it doesn't have to benefit everyone. I never said that. She says, got ya. If there is an effect on a person from your action, it should be positive. If there is no effect, then it doesn't matter because it's irrelevant. Again, she's just raising concerns on this paper in general. Taking advantage of someone in that context then has a lot of meaning, and it just leaves me a little confused. He says, how? She says, taking advantage of a coward, I believe that's supposed to say coworker, by taking their food versus taking advantage of a girl by putting your inside of her while she's unconscious. Both are two different extremes. So again, they're going back and forth about the topic of this paper. You can pause to read if you want to read the rest. So this is all Alex. He's telling her that because she doesn't agree with the paper that he's worried that she might have autism.
What?
Since there is no negative.
No, he's a psychopath. He's an actual psychopath. So I worried that you literally might have autism. That's what he says. Nice. He's
See, I'm telling you, I swear Madison probably said something small, something that he was like, I'm gonna get you.
Yeah.
He's a psycho.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that she was even helping you with your dodgy flipping paper, she needs to get gunned for that. And then you come back to her and being like, because you don't agree, I think you may have autism. Autism.
But the thing is, yeah, it's just like, and I get she's young and stuff, yeah, as well. It's easy to get caught up in these things. But like, I just wish more young girls and more women just knew, like, you don't have to entertain any of this. You don't have to prove yourself. You don't have to go like you understand. You don't have to battle to be involved in the conversation. You don't need to earn his respect, his understanding. You don't have to. Because sometimes it's just like, that some women, like when they see a creepy guy, they get into a lift, they feel like they have to be polite. You don't have to be polite.
Yeah. No, you just get out. You feel something. You know what, actually, this is the thing, because it is like maturity kind of teaches you this, but I do remember always having that creepy feeling in places when I was younger and being like, I don't want to be extra. I don't want to be seen as extra. So I'm just going to like smile my way through or joke my way through this really tense situation where somebody is being unnecessarily aggressive and you're keeping your eye on it, but you don't just leave. It's like, I don't want to be the one that picks up my bag and my coat and is like, I'm off now. Yeah. But that is what you should do. Like, just pick your stuff up and leave. Like, he needed to be blocked. Like, this guy is, and contact the school and be like, I don't know about this one, I can't believe he cusses her back though. You're a psycho.
This is almost textbook psychopathic. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you don't understand me, so there must be something wrong with you. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, when you're presenting such a crazy situation, a crazy argument in the first place by normal standards, you're not okay. You're actually not okay.
Outcome for the victim. Therefore, so I take the same theory and apply it to a very serious issue, SA. So again, a very concerning conversation. I'm not saying this proves anything. I'm not making any implications here. I'm just showing you an alarming conversation that raised some eyebrows in her mind as well. Mixed with all of the other allegations, it definitely is concerning. Got a 79 out of 80 on the paper. In this text thread, victim confided in him that
he got a 79 out of 80 on his paper. He went for validation and he got it.
You're gonna know your lecturer, innit? You know your lecturer. This, as he sees things, like he knows who he's about. Because another lecturer is gonna be like, "What the hell is this?" No, not an A. I think, Ricky, you need to look into the lecturer as well, please.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I think everybody.
He needs to be looked into as well.
Yeah, absolutely everybody, because this is wild.
She had been SA'd at 9 years old. He says, do you think it negatively impacted your life? She says, not as much as it could have. I repressed the memory so much that sometimes I forget it ever happened, actually. It's so disgusting and horrible. He says that guy is crazy to do that shit at a public pool. What a weird thing. Not do it at all in a public pool. The most concerning part is he says, were you asking for it? I'm kidding. I'm so sorry. I didn't expect.
No. So he's gunned you. This is the same girl, that he gunned previously and was, you must be autistic if you. Oh my, no, he's no. He's not kidding. No, he's a psycho.
I want to know what happened in that fucking basement. That's what I want to know, because this is wild.
No, he is no. Stuff has happened,
and it's not even done.
Stuff has. Oh my god! When did this come out? Is this? I haven't seen any of this. I just heard her teasing it with Reality Ashley. Is this new?
A day ago, yesterday.
Oh my god!
This video to get this long. There is more. Go to part 2. So a lot of you guys have been tagged.
So in part 2,
what? He's done stuff.
Like the girl, you could just leave. So a lot of you guys. Okay, guys. So here's.
So what is she saying? So
I was saying he's definitely done stuff. He's too flagrant and casual and cold with it. There is no way this boy hasn't done stuff when he was a boy to now he's an adult. He's done some shit. He has to have. 20 with his own place. Like that was his own house he had.
Yeah.
It's not a family house. So he's been out.
Yeah.
Nah. He's been out on road.
Well, why would you want to be around 15 and 16-year-olds at 20 years old? It's like, what's wrong with you?
You're in college.
Exactly.
You're in college now.
So
18-year-olds. Nah. He's dodgy as hell.
It's crazy. It's actually crazy. Okay, this is part 2.
It's part 2 of the allegations that are going around about Alex right now. If you missed part 1, I encourage you to go back and watch it, as we did unpack a lot of things there. We covered the alleged house parties that have been circulating online, accompanied by receipts. And we uncovered some text messages that an alleged ex of Alex found concerning, and she shared and addressed that concern. She also shared with me that Alex seemingly asked her to role play as if they were in middle school. As you can see from the text, he says, pretend we are in middle school and I just got your number from your friend and I have a huge crush on you and we are finally texting. She says, oh my God, okay, cute. And he starts with the role play. Now, she did say that her going along with this is a reflection of her trauma bond to Alex, and she often felt like if she didn't go along with these things that he would get upset with her. She says that she did tell Alex.
Sorry. Again, if people ask you, if there's any young people out there, if people ask you to, it's a no. Cut them off, block them. It's finished.
Because she knows he would be upset with her because he's a switchy cunt, and he would do that most definitely. Oh my God, no, he is a sicko.
Oh, it's horrible.
Alex said she cheated on him so that he would leave her. She said she does think that she suffered from some form of Stockholm syndrome and had on rose-colored glasses during her relationship with Alex, and she is still processing and working through what went down during her relationship with Alex in therapy. Another young woman reached out to me that met Alex on Hinge in 2018. She did provide a snapshot of their initial hearing on Hinge to confirm that she met him. She does tell me that Alex confided in her about something disturbing, something that he described as a mental illness that he cannot control. Now, while there's nothing to show that he confided in her about anything specific, what I do have is a text thread between the two of them where she expresses to him how what he confided in her about was triggering for her. And it was triggering for her because she was SA'd at a young age. And she shares that she's experienced a lot of guilt over the years for not expressing this or telling somebody about what he told her sooner. I am going to share those texts with you now. Trigger warning to anyone who may be sensitive to this information. Again, this phone number has been confirmed and linked to a known phone number of Alex. This is the phone number. And this is the phone number linking it to Alex.
I love that his whole company's out there, by the way.
But oh my God.
But yeah. Wow.
So for context, again, Alex confided in her about something disturbing, something that he described as a mental illness. She often was triggered by this because she was SA'd at a young age. She didn't know that what Alex confided in her would be so triggering for her. So she oftentimes hit him up and let him know how it was triggering for her. That is what we're reading here. Okay, so we can see here, you cannot even conceive of why what you told me could be triggering is beyond me. It's not BS because it's literally what actual trauma looks like, especially when it's been deeply repressed. I'm sorry, you're right. You couldn't have known. I just didn't know either. And you were a constant reminder. And when I tried to step away from that, you guilted me. You never even gave me time to process it before. You just assumed it was okay. But God, that you could possibly believe that this could in no way possibly trigger someone who was raped at that exact same effing age isn't effing rocket science, Alex. I'm sorry, but you don't get to invalidate this. Again, it's very vague. It's not specific to what they're referring to, but from the context of this text, you can tell that she is saying something you told me triggered me. He goes on to say, I'm sorry, but I have almost lost all respect for you. In no way did I do anything bad. I have always done things to be helpful and make people happy. She says, I'm not blaming you. I'm sorry. I'm leaving. That's fine. He says, I told you a struggle that I'm dealing with deep down. So he does admit that he told her a struggle that he's dealing with deep down. Again, very vague. She goes on to say, but that was an effing trigger. He says, don't make that about yourself. And she says, and you don't get to determine that. He says, I do not care. That's not the point. She goes on to say, you can't even get the opinion from someone else on who's right here because no one else knows. Why do you think that is? He goes on to say, it absolutely should not be a trigger. If I told you that I graped someone, then maybe it could be a trigger. Or if I graped someone in front of you. I have and never will grape anyone. I told you about an idea that has nothing to do with you. You should be supporting me instead of blaming and shaming me. Shame on you for doing what you are doing. She says, I just got told by another person that it is a trigger. Google it, Alex. Jesus Christ, I'm done. Goodbye. You're right. This isn't worth it. Goodbye, Alex. And then you can see what he says here. Here is another text exchange. I don't know how it fits into the thread, but you can go ahead and read it. Clearly, this woman was very triggered about something that Alex confided in her in a secret. I described it as something disturbing, something that Alex himself described as a mental illness. She was specific with me about what he confided in her, but I am not going to say it here since there is no proof of it. So I will let you, come to your own conclusions about what he confided in her in about. So that is some more text for context. He also said that Alex confided in her that he believes that he is a sociopath. And again, these women tried their best to provide any receipts and evidence that they had that this man said these things to them. So here's a text thread. If I had done something wrong to you, I would have apologized, as I have no problem apologizing when I am objectively wrong. You want somebody who accepts your strong emotions and who can comfort and accept you regardless, but I am not that person. So it goes on to say, I do not care in the slightest bit if your friends think that I am a sociopath because I understand the underlying fallacies that you have enforced that explain those opinions. My life is lived for the achievement of personal happiness. And so whatever I am. And also there is nothing inherently wrong with being a sociopath. And it can actually very easily be seen as a major advantage in today's society as most successful/famous people are sociopaths. Again, these texts are confirmed to be coming from Alex. Phone number, proof that it's Alex. Again, I'm not here to make any implication, so do what you want with the information. I always say that when there is smoke, there is fire, and that there is no way that multiple women came forward with very similar stories about a guy that wasn't even announced on the cast yet, and that there was no truth to it. So hopefully these receipts that I have provided, the text exchanges that you read today, you're able to form your own opinion on what you believe was going on. Again, I would like to state that no formal complaints or incident reports were found on Alex. I was not able to obtain any, was not able to find any criminal filings against him. Now, while I wasn't able to find any formal complaints or filings, I do believe that there might be something out there because as you can see here, Alex is talking about just talking to one of the best defense attorneys in Minnesota. And he's seemingly talking about, he said, it could be up to 3 weeks before they charge me and the police could just show up at my door at any minute. So I feel like there might be something out there. I just wasn't able to find it. This would also mean that he would be able to clear a background check. There's also this text thread where he was freaking out about his Facebook account being disabled. And you can see here that he says, now I'm going to be sitting in bed shaking all night because I'm worried that blank, which was another ex-girlfriend that I reached out to, but she did not respond. So I'm guessing she didn't want to talk, called the police and they are going to be looking through my Facebook and are going to come to my house again. So something has happened. It's not clear what, but I wasn't able to find anything. And again, I don't know what this is in reference to exactly, but some type of legal trouble with the law. If someone finds something, send it my way. I'm just sharing with you guys what I discovered. Something that's much less important is that Alex did say on Love is Blind that he was wildly unpopular, wore a purple sweater to school every day, was bullied, had an afro. In high school, girls laughed at him. He ate his lunch in the bathroom. And pictures of him circulated from high school, and none of those things appear to be true. He was actually wildly popular.
Sorry, I wanted to go back and just see that picture of the guy with the chicken. I'm sure he got police. I don't think
he modeled it on somebody that was in his school.
Yeah, definitely.
Probably
he took someone's identity.
He bullied. Is probably who does have an afro and used to wear a purple jumper.
Yeah. To be fair, you know what? That actually even when he said that, the first thing I get in my mind is the McDonald's, the purple. What's the purple monster called?
Oh no! Oh, I know exactly what you're. Yes. I remember when we used to get the figurines. Yeah.
I think it's that guy. I didn't think. I don't think
he's Grimace. Yes, he's a psycho.
He's a proper psycho. Let me see if
they had a music video, which we posted on the Reality Receipts podcast page, where he seems to be very, very popular. I just want to thank all of the women who I spoke with for coming forward and being brave enough to tell their story. I know it hasn't been easy. I know a lot of you have expressed how this has impacted your entire life. Thank you so much for trusting me to tell your story. And sometimes we have to just believe women, because there's not always going to be a receipt to show that something happened. Sometimes the word of a woman is enough. I'm with you. I trust you. I believe you. And thank you again.
Got a great Ricky, man.
She is the best.
She honestly,
absolutely the best.
Actually, honestly, really, really is.
Oh my God.
I know.
Wowzers. Somebody said, was he the one that said that he had been kicked out by his parents? I don't remember.
I can't remember.
He just had a sub story for everything. I can't remember if he was also kicked out. I know Madison was. And I remember them having a convo, and I was like, these two are both so troubled. Like, and is he listening to her? Because she would say something that had happened to her, and he seemed to try and match it in a way. But again, I was only half listening to them as they were going through it.
Oh, Joe saying he did. Yeah.
He was kicked out. Yes, because he wasn't academic.
Okay,
and his family are really academic. I remember him saying this. That may be true. No, he may have been kicked out because they're like, you're a psycho. You're
deviant. Do you know what I mean? Like, you need to stop your freaking way. We can't be associated with you. It's so wild. If this is all thingy. Oh, there was one more thing where he used the N-word, but yeah, that was it.
Of course. Like,
to be expected, isn't it?
He has some, because why the afro? Even
I know
you didn't have an afro. Why did you say you had an afro?
I don't believe. I just think it's made up. I think it's made up. From what you can see, there doesn't seem to be any black people there, but like that's why maybe it's a character. I think it's great.
It could have been a mixed race kid, but why, as one of your unattractive features that you were getting bullied for, did he add in an afro? Now he's a racist as well. He's no.
Oh, Napoleon Dynamite is true, isn't it? Yep. Yeah. I was just like, this is like textbook kind of, you had an urge and now you're acting on the urge. You're trying to get people around you to see your point of view, trying to role play with your urge. Do you know what I mean? Setting up scenarios where you can satisfy your. This is what it's given. It just seems, it's horrible. It's actually
horrible. The girlfriend that called the police, or he thought was going to call the police. What did you do that you're like, the police are going to be looking through my Facebook and my computer again and coming to search my house? Like, what have you been up to?
What does that sound like? Do you know what that sounds like to me? That sounds like you've been talking to young people online. That's what that sounds like. Allegedly, again. But yeah.
To be like, we're going to have to go through your Facebook. Yeah, who have you been talking to? And he's a chatter. You're sending people text messages with this shit in it. Like,
this is the thing. So because of that, I was thinking, he might get done. You never know, because he's a chatty patty. So, and you've got there's kind of, well, let's see what the statutes and limitations are and everything like that. But like, the
underage drinking where people were actually taking pictures, and he's in a picture, so he's reckless as hell. Really, like,
crazy, wild.
He definitely is a narcissist. You see how he talks and like tries to spin it around. And everything is, how can you not support me? Like, what type of a person are you? Like, the way he was talking, I was like, oh my God, Alex, you're crazy.
This is the thing that when he was with Madison, don't get me wrong, she's got her own issues. Yeah, we understand that. But the way he kind of like, I'm on Mason's side. Do you know how wild that is? You're not happy that you're with this girl now, that she cleared the path so you guys can be together. You're worried about Mason because she didn't do it right. What does that mean? Because she was probably more mature, because she was probably being a bit of a, maybe she was being a bit of a mean girl, which isn't childlike, ladylike. Like, do you know what I mean?
Mason also needs to be scared. Like, you don't want an advocate like him. Like,
he was going on that,
gonna kill you.
No. He was going on that, what do you call it? That they're the best of friends, apparently now. They've been traveling together and everything like that. That's what he said on the Val Files. I wonder what the Val Files is going to say now. Do you know what I mean? Oh my God. Because they were taking his side proper. They were probably taking his side. They were probably trashing Madison. Do you know what I mean? I want to see more things as well.
Yeah, they always do that stuff though. They're so shit in the same way that they were all backing Ashley as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
yeah, maybe
God.
he did like her little voice as well. It's true. That baby voice.
Probably encouraged it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's sick. Okay, but he was outed in June. So yeah, for real. That should just be standard practice for the researchers. Mm-hmm. You should be in all of those groups for whatever town you're in. Because he shouldn't. It's June. He was outed. Mm-hmm. No, that's what.
It's why. That's what I'm saying. You're putting people. It's too risky. It's way too risky. And the thing is, it's just like we don't get this so much. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. We don't get this so much with other shows, right?
No.
We are avid watchers of Love Island for sure. Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. We don't really hear about these types of things. Like, do you know what I mean? And we are now in an age where that can come out like that. Like, do you know what I mean? But we're not hearing those types of things at all. So it's just like there's something going on here that is not either things are being discovered and they're ignoring it, or they're not doing the due diligence. They're really not. Because it's definitely. Just like,
it can't be every season somebody is being exposed.
Yeah. And wild stories is that not even just like, because who are you looking for? Who is it that do you know, what's your criteria that you're looking for then? Are you looking for narcissists? Is that what you're looking for? Are you looking for people that actively lie to you or have holes in their stories? Or do you know what I mean?
They must do. Yeah. I guess they want the wild trauma story. They always want that as well. And then you're not really digging into, okay, so what else about them as well?
Yeah. Like even when I went on Street Mate all those years ago, they phoned my friend to confirm that I was single. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, there wasn't like, I'm not saying it's the biggest due diligence. And even though I did lie at the time and she lied for me because she's a real one, but they still had do you know what I mean? The tried to do a little bit of the due diligence, you know, to say, okay, this is a single person. Let alone, I'm not even we're going on a date, not getting married, not living together, not going on holiday where it's assumed you would have intercourse. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's legal marriage. You're setting it up, fast tracking it. What is it? The whole process is like 7 to 8 weeks. And and you're not doing all you should be doing absolutely all of the checks. Definitely.
Yeah,
you should.
100%.
You should be looking every which way, and maybe even talking to their exes.
Yeah, I think so. At least you should be able to nominate. If you're a decent person, you should be able to at least nominate one ex that's got something good to say about you. You should be able to.
Yeah.
So not the eye drops.
Elsie said Sade just closed her own case. The eye drops are a truth serum. You've been done. MI5 have got you.
Seriously, honestly, I swear to God, it's when I walk past that building, isn't it?
Exactly. It was like, so let's track her. Let's get her. The eye drops, that'll work.
Oh God. Wait, what? Sorry, Bixie's saying that other guy paid people of color to pretend to be his family. Who
did that?
That's wild. That's wild.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
life of Budge. I haven't seen you for a little while. How you doing?
For real, how are you?
Hope you're good. Oh,
what? Joe said, oh, I'm hearing Alex and Madison met up in real life.
Really? Well, the thing is, she don't know shit. She's finding out like all of us. She don't know shit. And this is the thing. It's just like they need to do more due diligence. They have to. You have to. Because it's really unfair to be putting these women and men in these thingy situations. Like Lydia, like, what the fuck was that, bro? Like, what the fuck? Are they still together?
You got Milton. Yeah, I think they're still together.
Are you sure? Like proper together? Have they been photographed?
They live in different. Remember, they live in different places.
They're not together.
Like because he was in California. Yeah, but I think they are still together though. Oh my God.
Oh, Lydia and Milton.
Oh my God! Wow! That is. Oh my word!
Oh, they
Ricky
are.
got a great one. Yeah, they're still together, isn't it?
Yeah. Wow.
Oh well, let's see. Will you holler at Ricky and see if she will do that live with us at the end of the season?
Oh yeah. Definitely. I definitely will. Yeah, for sure. That'll be cool.
We can discuss all of her receipts.
Yeah, because what the hell? What the actual hell?
But imagine if he had just followed through with Madison, the same as Mason and Meg, and obviously they have that whole weird foursome, and they had gone through the process. Like, really, what would love? Well, they don't do anything, do they? But would they? With all of this evidence, surely Love Is Blind would have to consider, like, at least him not being a part of the reunion.
Moralistically, yes, of course, yeah. Because the thing is, I think like the things what Ricky has shown, like the girls that are underage, I will say allegedly, that in his place and him being older and the underage drinking, that should be enough because the girls can prove their age. They've got a timestamp. Do you know what I mean? So they know how old he is. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just like the proving that he supplied the alcohol to them. That would be the difficulty. But like you could just take a moral stance of like, this is not the kind of behavior that should be associated with our show. Like, do you know what I mean? You could. It's open to interpretation, but then I mean it's America, so you could sue for that. Like, do you know what I mean? If it isn't true, if you can't prove it and stuff and that sort of thing. So I don't know if they want to go down that way. But I would have thought that someone like Netflix and the production company would have do everything in their power to avoid being sued.
Well,
you know,
I mean, they've got enough lawsuits going on, especially for Love Is Blind. But this is
whoever's at the top of this, is clearly problematic.
Yeah.
Or you're turning a blind eye to stuff, or you don't know what's going on in the ground, or you're putting maybe your workers are under extreme pressure where they have to deliver. Like something in that chain is not working because it's too regular. What is this, the third time in a row now?
This is it. And they also said this was loads of people. Like this was the biggest. So you didn't have to have that many people even. Like it's. Oh, the reunion was last weekend.
Yeah, so I think they've filmed it already. So like it depends how this is received, whether he might even be on the reunion. He might be.
Good grief. I guess because Why I was thinking that he would be on the reunion was because usually the people that go on the Vile Files is through their PR.
Yes.
It's through the PR team.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That means that they are PRing him.
That he's one of the people. Yeah.
So he's one of the people. As a little foursome kind of storyline, you did think, well, this would be interesting if they did graduate, because you do also want that couple who they meet the partner that they could have been with, like you.
Yeah.
So no, this is all weird.
And this is the thing, it's just with the Wi-Fi's, I always find that a little bit odd anyway, but I get like why they do it, but like them having those conversations before the show is finished, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I always feel like, but we don't know everything yet. Do you know what I mean? So they're giving these like half convos, really.
Yeah, I think the research is flipping Google searches is crazy. Yeah, Vile Files, they should be paying Ricky. Like, bring her, pay her.
It's true.
Pay her properly and help you guys out, so you're not interviewing douchebags all the time.
The way I want that woman to win, I swear to God, she's done the best.
Brilliant,
man.
You know. It's
honestly
referencing, finding it's just all of the bits. It's like she is flipping phenomenal.
Yeah, Elsaid, I agree with you. I think the early interviews are for the show to create the narrative they want to create. I think that's what it is. Yeah. But yeah, I was surprised how much they went in. They weren't really fair to not. Although I do see how Madison was problematic. I do see it, but I feel like it's not cut and dry. It's not like completely cut and dry to me.
She didn't even know what she was up against. He's a psycho. She's just she's traumatized. Her personality is a little bit wacky too, but she ain't no match for this dude. Nobody is. Like, he will twang again. As the girl said, she's in therapy working through whatever he put her through.
Wild.
Because even that one, he literally cussed you off, said, I think you're autistic. And you guys were still talking. Like
he said it as a matter of fact.
He did a whole.
This is my opinion of you right now because of your response. So fix your response, basically.
Yeah, and she did.
And she did. This is the fit, and like, we need to release ourselves of this. No, just no. And also as well, the other thing you need to respond to either. No. Precisely when he said to the girl, like, goodbye, like, this isn't working, and she's like, yeah, it's not worth it, and then he replied back, before you can come back again, when you said that goodbye, you're blocked. You're blocked.
It's finished. We don't have to talk anymore. Like, for you to now twang my head even further. He is the worst guy. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Honestly. And maybe they got to like go through text messages or something. There needs to be more checks done. Like, this is going to be somebody's husband.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. They got a lot to answer for, man. And it's always this show. Sade, do you watch Married at First Sight Australia? I do not yet, but it's coming to UK channels.
I think it's next week. I saw what's her name do a little video. Is her name Melissa?
Melissa?
The Australian one.
Oh, okay. No, I don't know.
I can't even remember. The Australian psychologist woman, dating coach. She was saying that it's coming.
Oh, Mel, yeah, okay,
Mel, yeah. She was saying that it's coming to you.
Yeah, sure. Oh, you need to get on that. Okay. I recap it as well. I'll see to the
March. Okay, so it's from Monday.
Okay, cool. All right. Oh, God, they do too many episodes, but I'll do it.
But apparently, the Australian one is better. Like, Farah has always said it. Like, that's a much better one, because the UK one, my God.
Well, I've seen clips of this one, and I was like, "What the hell?"
It's just Lacey. Lacey is she's an absolute problem. She actually is.
Oh, did you watch? I've clearly missed my meet. Well, I think yes, I missed my meeting.
Yeah, she's insane. She's actually an insane person, and she was horrible to Nathan. She was so cruel to him.
Really?
Yeah. She's a problem. She's definitely fame hungry. I didn't even tell you. So just maybe it was last week, there was an article that was run in The Sun and by a Heat magazine on Melvin and Lacey. Like, apparently they are together.
Who?
Basically, Melvin and Lacey.
Who? Which
Lacey,
Melvin?
Melvin Odu. this got put out. Lacey, remember I told you Lacey and her family were at the party that I went to of his, and they were shucking out and being mad, like attention seeking. A few days later, this article comes out that they are together. Her or her mum or her sister went to the press and sold this story. The story was like Melvin was all over Lacey at the party when the boy weren't even walking around properly. Like, literally, he was behind the desk, like the decks in the music area. I stood next to Lacey more than Melvin stood next to her. But in this article, it's like they were all over each other at his party, and they're seeing each other. Lacey or her mum or her sister sold the story. Definitely. She is an absolute arsehole.
Okay. I can't say what I want to say. Just have to breathe out.
Yeah. So when Nathan in the reunion is saying Lacey, when they finished it, was like, let's just make it a showmance and we can get magazine deals, and she's shutting him down like, why are you saying this? Like, and he's like, I have a text message, and she wouldn't let him talk. Lacey absolutely did that shit. She just went through the whole process. She just did it for fame. That is her. Literally.
That's crazy. What's
Will Smith. He absolutely did not have a little bit of Lacey. Absolutely did. I know my bro. I know the girls that he likes. She ain't one of them.
She's just a little bit messy. Are we doing Pop the Blue? Mate. Pop the Blue.
Guys, it is 4:00.
Yeah, not today. We'll come back. We'll come back on next week.
Yeah.
Seriously. But it's on the list. Next week we're gonna finish Love is Blind, isn't it? Because it's 28. Maybe we'll do that. Love is Blind and Pop the Balloon. I've been watching some of them, you know.
Pop the Balloons.
Wild. It's actually wild.
What day does it come out?
This one on her page saying 5 days ago.
Will Smith said, Nana, if you had set up Melvin with Sade like we told you to do, would have handled that girl at the party.
Please.
Oh, it comes out on a Wednesday.
Okay. Christian Jane. You said that quickly. Oh, God. Do you do Love is Blind Argentina? One woman.
I've never even heard of it.
Oh, my God. Seriously. Oh, my God. Erica Mena, I saw a clip of that Two Ways show that she's doing. I can't stand Erica Mena. I actually cannot stand her. So I can't support what she's doing.
I don't even want to watch her. Like, even the clip of it, I was literally like, she looks ill. She looks super skinny. She just shouts in people's faces. No.
That vein be popping all the time.
Always.
Yeah, it's just like, relax. Like, seriously, your cortisol levels must be insanely high. Sade does not fight. She calls it, please.
You're going to take on Lacey.
Now, Sonia, I love that you think that about me, but you got it the other way around. You got it the wrong way around.
Hey, Ashes to Ashes.
Hey, Ashes.
Oh, the DV was on Love is Blind Brazil.
Oh my God, what's going on? throw it away. Throw it away.
Yeah,
Guys, if it's not working, throw it away. Throw it away.
Sometimes you just got to end the thing, like the real world. Like you just got to end it. It's like it has its run, and you're just like, okay, no, not this format. Like we bring out the worst in humans. Like let's just let it go.
It's not good.
Drewski's dating show is actually funny. That who put it on? One of the boys put it on. Yeah. And I was like, this is ridiculous. And they left the room and I carried on watching it and was like, it's really funny though.
Yeah.
It's jokes.
I'm gonna try Juicy's one, but probably I fundamentally disagree with the premise of the show. But I will. I do see clips, and sometimes I am like left shocked. So, do you know what I also started watching as well? Is Beast Games. Oh my god.
Oh, okay. I haven't. I know apparently it's supposed to be really good. Like I loved the interview he did with Diary of a CEO. I've actually had it on in the background twice. I was so inspired by his hustle.
Yeah. He's a thing. He's only 26 as well. Like I watched it as well. It's like wow, absolute well beast. Done. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
So is it good? Is it reviewable good or just watchable good?
Oh, watchable good. I don't know about not reviewable. No. Not for me anyway. But like, I had to literally physically stop myself because I was just like, if I watch this, I'm not gonna get my work done. I need to get my work done. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Well, let me see if I can move my thing till tomorrow. But yeah, guys, I think we have to wrap it up. Yes.
Please, people,
gotta go. Maybe if I move my thing to maybe I might be able to do a little switcheroo around. And maybe if we run later, that might be okay. But yeah, they're going to start filming in Love is Blind South Africa. Oh, I'm going to watch that. Okay. I'm going to absolutely.
Yeah.
Oi.
To be fair, anything from South Africa,
that's what I was going to South African reality TV show is unmatched. They're unmatched. Seriously.
Love is Blind South Africa will be great. Absolutely. Hang on, the ultimatum due out soon, or was that?
I don't know.
At the beginning of the year, I feel like it should be.
Yeah, it's gonna be goody. Thank you, Sonia. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for staying with us all this long time. Appreciate every single one of you.
At this. We ain't done a 3 hour in time.
Oh God, 3 hours. Oh my
3 hours and literally just looked. Oh my God. Okay.
What's actually happening? Oh, because all those clips. Guys, make sure you book that like button and leave us comments as well. Leave us nice comments because we need to be reminded that we're loved because the Americans, they don't love us at the moment.
Watch our latest episode.
Yes.
And just leave a nice comment to just balance out the ratio.
Yeah. And guys, also as well, people be coming for my blonde wig, and I need people to be responding to them and saying it's nice because I still think it's nice.
It is nice. It suits you.
No, they're taking the Americans. It comes got no sense because I'm wearing a blonde wig. Like someone called me insecure the other day. I was just like, what the fuck?
I've been chilling. You know what? Just read through our comments. It may actually entertain you. Some people have done full-on essays on the merits of Black American culture to Black British culture, and I'm like, guys, did you do this same work when you were in school? Like, did you apply yourself?
You didn't
No, I haven't said it. I don't want to get jumped in the comments. Like, I'm literally like.
Thank you guys. I appreciate the comments.
I could do enough one-liners. I sometimes I start and then I'm like, you know what? The Aunties page, not your own.
Yeah.
Keep your mouth to yourself. So yeah.
No, they've been trying to come for us. And the thing is, it's just like sometimes I think as well, sometimes with the clips that we do, obviously don't get full context, do you know what I mean? And sometimes, they just don't be liking what we be saying. And that's okay too. Yeah. But I don't want to be dragged for it. But honestly,
precisely, engagement is engagement. But it's just they really are going in with essays, and it's like, guys, it's just a podcast.
Seriously, yeah. And I think like maybe, I don't know, I was in a particularly annoyed mood in that particular subject, so maybe I could have worded it better, to be fair. But yeah, people do take some of these things to heart. They really, really do. I get dragged all the time. Sonia roasted me, huh? Sonia, what did you say? Because what is the other? No, she's a Libby. She said Sade is giving escort in the night and Annndddd escort.
Sonia,
me.
Even Erin said Sonia no.
I'm gonna go. Yes, I'm gonna go lighter, blonder, and longer next time.
It's Love Island. Love Island did this to you.
What
it was all that watching Grace and Harriet and all the blondes.
Oh, like I've never been problems. Oh no, of course, yeah. I actually want to be Grace. That's my goal. I want to have a blonde pony. Yeah, I want to have a pony here, and I want to have all my tracks showing. I want to have all my things showing, and I want to lose my edges. How can I have more edges than Grace?
Stop it. She's actually improved. I saw she was at London Fashion Week, and her hair looks all right, and she does have it scraped back. I don't know how they filled it in.
They
maybe
could use Ronnie's thing in blondes.
Maybe it's blonde, but you can't see her track.
Okay, good. I do have hazel eyes actually. I might wear those.
And you did say about going to get contacts, isn't it?
I've actually got them.
No, you ain't got them. Oh my god.
Waving cactus eye. Remember thank you so much.
Oh, look. And thank you for being a member for 7 months.
Appreciate you, man. Yeah, I will. Once my eyes are all good, once I've got the sign off, which is going to be about a week, I'm going to surprise you guys.
Oh my god, the comments are going to be crazy. I can't actually wait. We need it.
No, I definitely have to wear it for blondes. I'll wear the blondes and the light eyes, and then I'll say something that sounds dumb as well, and I'll say like at the end. Please, just do it for the team. I think it'll be great. Just do it for the team. The thing is, what I'm thinking, yeah, the insecure one kind of got me, and I was just like, am I? No, you're not. What's wrong with you? But I was just like, well, I've said worse things because they were saying something about, I said something about Catherine. I've said worse things where my hair's been natural in a puff. Like, no one's called me insecure. It's only because I got blonde hair now you're calling me insecure. Stupid. No, the comments, you can't even, the comments are just stupid. People are just writing shit. It's fine. I don't mind a little bit of banter every now and again. It's fine. Cool. Come on, the contacts and a brighter blonde could take us to 10k because we're almost. What was the sacrificial lamb? No. Just do it for the team. Nah, you done this last year. No. No. My gosh, no. But I do need a new wig. But anyway, I've got to go. Thank you so much, guys. See you later. See you next week. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.